Camera, they're not pointing this one though?
Yeah,
They're pointing everywhere. You can see largely on here.
We don't matter enough to get the waiver.
well, I've been coming here for years and no less forget.
That's true. You did forget that you were here longer than.
I signed it as a child.
All right.
Yeah, the waiver was your father.
Yeah.
So last time, a few interesting things happened. And the biggest interesting thing was the ship with red sails came back into your lives. It had been dogging you all the way down the Selin River. So let me do this real quick. Let's see if this even works. All right. So I told you guys I have PowerPoint.
Mhm.
Check it out.
Oh.
Yes. Hell yes. So
I'm not impressed.
so you guys, this is
Are you sharing on Zoom?
I don't know if I'm sharing it on Zoom, probably not. But
You are not.
no, all right. You guys just got to be impressed by everyone else being impressed. But so this boat has been going down the Selin River from Thrushmore, the town you guys, if you recall, destroyed. And
It's still there.
No, we didn't.
it's most of it's still there. Under
We
the
redesigned it.
But yeah, we did some architectural restructuring.
what was it? Did you guys say nobody can prove that we burned down the Count's manor?
Yeah.
Okay.
The tree started it.
The tree that you lit on fire.
We are responsible for job
I
growth.
don't know.
Burning
I
your
know.
development.
I remember that.
Who did light that tree on fire?
I did.
Yeah,
Wait, Libby, can you repeat that?
All right.
We are responsible for job growth and
Wait, hold on,
development.
Hush. Let me go.
We are responsible for job growth and development.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
see.
Thanks, Libby.
They gave one person a
He's a
job.
lawyer.
Well, person might be too strong a word.
Tree.
That's as high as it goes.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well,
well,
builders
let
are needed,
me make sure.
craftsmen,
That's as high as it goes.
laborers.
Craftsmen, laborers, people who build up broken buildings and burnt places. Yeah. So there's,
Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
job creators. All right, so you guys have been, since then, you guys have been traveling down the Selin River, and periodically, you would see off in the distance, not getting close, not getting to you, a boat with bright crimson sails that seemed to be dogging you at various points throughout your trip. They never approached, so you never think about it, but it was always sort of in the back of your minds. You always were wondering, what are those guys doing? We don't know. You came to a town that was run by,
Eyes McGee.
wait a second.
Maybe Love Struck
Oh,
Lovers.
Fancy
on
Little
a
Pork Roast was the first guy who died.
Midnight Cruise.
This
Yeah.
guy. Remember this guy?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So his town, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's basically runs this little weird religious town.
Cult leader.
He's a cult leader, and he basically said those guys. in the
Blonde hair,
boat-
blue-eyed Dells.
Yeah, well, so they came and he said the
But the
captain
point
of
is
the
you're
ship
taking
came
away.
and talked to him and said they wanted to know everything. So at this point, the party hadn't, the Starling hadn't actually reached this town yet. But the guy said, these guys came to my town, talked to me and basically said, we want to know everything there is to know about you guys, the party. And because of that, the guy's like, I don't even know these guys, I don't know who you're talking about, that kind of stuff. But because he's a cult leader and a weirdo, he was like, but I'll, if they come here, I'll let you know. In payment, the captain of the ship gave him a huge ruby in payment for information that he didn't have. And so the guys, when you guys finally got to this town and talked to this guy, he basically said, look, I want to tell you about, I knew you were coming because this guy came and talked to me.
Size of my ruby.
And he gave you guys the ruby, which, if I recall correctly, made sort of a round robin of owners
Yeah.
in the party because
Yeah.
people were stealing it. Who's got it now?
Me.
You've got the ruby?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
She does.
All right,
You sure?
Unless somebody stole it off me again.
it's possible. Did you steal it off him again?
No,
No?
I still have.
I haven't.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't.
I only stole it once, and then by the time I tried to give it to someone, it was gone.
It's nice that there's a bunch of stealers. Anyway,
I
So,
prefer
you guys-
property relocation
Yeah,
squad.
it's been weird, because you guys have been sort of like watching out for this guy, you haven't seen him, and now you've basically got pretty far, I believe you guys are about.
We know how to get far.
Let's see if this works, I think you guys, does it work? No. You guys are about,
Almost a Talbot at this point, right?
yeah, no, you've exited Galt, because last time you remember you met the Stargate Augurs,
Yeah.
the Desmonds, who took the senator into, well, I don't know that they're in custody, but they rescued him, basically, his guys. And those guys exited the ship, basically, you dealt with those guys. And that was before, it was only about another day or day and a half later that the red ship appeared in front of you this time. It had always been behind you, sort of following. This time it appears in front of you, blocking the river and essentially just sitting there. Standstill. You brought the boat, you had the Captain Starling bring the boat to a standstill. And several of you, which Don is now blocking, it's Elib, Jex, and Ruid, and Dustwar
Are over here.
went to the beach. At which point, a couple of things happened. So several of you started to move down the beach towards the red sailed ship to try and maybe sneak up on it or try and find out what's going on, that kind of thing. But before you could, Dustwar sort of fell behind. Dustwar sort of fell behind, and as you guys looked back, wrong. Yeah, I got like 7 bottles of Malibu on that. They're all handles too. Oh, it's Dustwar was sort of like behind a little bit, and what happened was you saw this creature emerge from the mud and the muck of the riverbank.
Do you know how far behind he got?
It was maybe 40 or 50 feet. It wasn't a lot because they ended up running back to help him. So this creature kind of rises up out of the mud, grabs Dustwar, bodily throws him into the underbrush away from the river, and goes stomping after him, boom, 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 off into the thing. Either Crow or Napalm, I think it was Crow this time, shot a fireball at the sort of retreating creature and blew up a fair amount of the local foliage on the river. The rest of the party that was on shore began running back and towards where the fireball went off so that they could find out where they rescue their friend. When they got there, however, they found neither a monster nor Dustwar. On the boat, a couple of things happened. Those people up on the deck saw the people on the shore sort of disappear into the woods, the sort of woods, and then did not see them again. At the same time, there was a commotion in the hold where I believe, who did we lose? We lost Bosun Pete and Gums McGee, who were attacked by a creature or creatures unknown. The only Pete left is
Repeat.
other Pete. Yes, that's right.
Other
Repeat, other Pete.
That's pretty funny.
So in this case, at that point, the people on the boat are like, what do we do? The guys on the shore have this for Dustwar. They'll figure it out. We got to figure out what's going on. So Crow and I believe Napalm went down into the hold through the cargo chute to try and find out what's going on there. Found Bosun Pete and Gums McGee dead in a giant pool of blood. They looked like they had been savaged, torn open, their throats and
It was
necks.
a giant.
It was that
pool. It was a baby pool.
A baby pool's worth of blood on the floor, exactly. So pretty much all your fault too. But they looked around and they could not see any creatures down there, any people, whatever caused this carnage, this baby pool's full of carnage, was not visible. And that's kind of where we left off. Does anybody remember anything that I'm not talking about?
What's your character's name, Kev?
Napalm.
Napalm?
Napalm Gray.
Classic napalm.
Yeah.
Classic MacGruber.
Which is why it's strange that you're the one that cast the fireball.
Looking forward on the ship.
Mhm.
I believe Crow saw like a shimmer.
Something seemed odd as you looked over towards the ship with red sails.
Crow felt there was an illusion there, and even told Napalm, "I think something is hidden to us."
Okay,
That was kind of where it ended.
okay. All
I
right.
don't think anybody on shore would have heard you say that.
No,
No, the shore people,
No,
you can't see anymore.
I have a message going on for everybody.
Okay.
So,
You?
yes,
Even back to the boat?
yes,
Is it
specifically
ready?
for that.
Oh, okay.
Because we were gonna be distanced.
Yep, we did have that going.
Okay, that's cool, that's cool. All right, now, so we're in sort of
You wanna go
initiative.
back to the record?
We're in sort of initiative, right? So,
Sort of,
yeah.
in this case, it's the top of the order, unless anybody has any other questions or comments, calls for my dismissal.
Not yet.
Demands for a new GM,
I'm gonna vote no confidence.
vote of no confidence, yeah.
I vote that these three can't help you.
I'll second that motion.
There we go.
Third.
Veto.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
All right, so at this point, now, if you guys don't have any other questions, we will jump right back into initiative.
Okay, will you skip back to the screen where we can see our
Your
companions?
erstwhile companions? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, for no particular reason, Jax delays.
For no particular reason. All right, Elid, that means you are up. You can't really see the thing, so I'll just call it out. So Elid, you are not picking the exact right seat to sit. You are in this position here, which is essentially invisible from where you are, but it's you and Jax and Ruid are sort of standing near where the explosion took place, and there's still quite a bit of smoke going on there.
Listen,
How
many years are gonna be like?
Elib's gonna look at Jex and kind of wait for command, like a good pupper.
He's wait, delaying.
Elib's delaying too. Jax is delaying?
So.
Yes.
All right, Dustwar, is there anything you want to say or do at this point?
Welcome to my watery grave.
So is Dustwar connected to the message?
No, he wanted to bend.
He wouldn't have been because he's close enough for us to yell at. Or was,
Okay.
It's the
Why don't you
message
just
can
say
only
yes?
go between like two people.
but it's
not-
a cantrip, I can do it multiple times.
All right,
Right, so
so
you would still need to like know where the person is in order to be able to like,
Top
you're
deck.
only able to talk to her.
Andy, who else is on the top deck? Is any
These
party
three-
members
these three.
on the top deck?
It's just me on the top deck.
It's just you on the top deck.
She was on
Yeah.
deck.
I'm on the, yeah. well,
As
By the
a
way,
level, you could-
Jay, I don't know if there's Andy's Beth's characters right there on the front of the
You're only
boat on
able
the
to
top
talk
deck.
to one person.
Can't do it
Sit
there.
down.
For
Over
casting.
here.
Oh,
Right.
there, okay.
That does a new captain. The other one is.
She has a
I don't think
tentacle.
so.
I told him about the tentacle.
I mean, you're still only talking to one.
It's kinda hard to
per
miss.
cast.
Yeah, it is hard to miss.
Yeah,
Like,
per
like
casting.
12 feet long.
It's still only
It's
one
huge.
person, and you still have to see them.
Oh wait, 6 creatures.
Biggest tentacle I've ever seen.
For casting, I can talk up to 6 creatures.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Dustwar,
Okay. so
repeat what you said. For everybody to hear.
Welcome to my watery grave.
All right,
Dust wars in water.
and
Really?
Andy, give me a perception check.
Made you think that?
Well, you haven't got.
You're in both.
You're in the bottom of the boat. You don't hear jack shit.
Didn't say I did.
You're still standing over a giant pool of blood going, you can fit all this blood in a
This
basin.
is you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wondering
Okay.
to myself,
You're going to Crow going, you there, pick up that blood.
15,
15,
this is a mess.
you
I'll make it
hear
slip and fall.
out in the river,
okay.
the faint sound of what you think is Dustwar, but you cannot see.
Okay, like straight ahead of me?
Yeah, kind of like,
left or right?
yeah, kind of
Okay.
where you're on, so you're on the peak of
I'm
the
at the front
boat,
of the boat, yeah.
whatever it's,
I'm ignoring
probably
it.
not called a peak, but yeah, like out this way.
So much they told-
Certainly
I'm
not over there,
Okay,
there.
because you can't see anything over there,
yeah,
Right.
not even
Just
your
a
Tough
crowd.
crowd.
your fellow party.
Okay.
yeah. Okay,
But yeah, you think you hear something, you're not sure what they said, but you think it was Dustwar,
okay,
but it's coming from a weird place, because as far as you know, Dustwar is way over there in the woods, getting
Most
rescued.
That's why you come from a weird place.
Hey, it's quite-
Not easily, but we're gonna allow it for now. Okay, that's Dustwar.
Yep.
Riley, what do you guys do? Riley and Jay.
That's a good question.
I don't think Jay's seen.
You got 20 minutes in the other room.
Don't you dare.
Come on, come on. Come on, let's go.
I see it right here if you text me. You got my number?
no.
Les is a real tech
Ready?
savvy.
Let me know when you're ready.
Maybe went on a hike.
Oh,
Care
she's
about
she's gonna
that.
give it to you? Okay.
So anyway,
Oh, I was just gonna.
we're gonna check at the lodge to have, go see.
All right, Jeff,
there
you
or
and,
somewhere
you
else.
and Elib
I'm going live,
are,
it's an hour and a half.
um,
Well, somebody told us, well, it
are
didn't take. us
delaying,
but then
so
it
let me
was
know when you
about
wanna jump back in.
45 minutes. John's like, well, I don't wanna wait 45 minutes.
Right.
But he drove 20 minutes to Hardin for us to wait another 20 minutes to have, for this pie that was
So-
almost all gone. I didn't have to hard to tell him the food was not that impressive.
yeah, I think you're,
So I'm like, we
You're
should
on the
stay
Lido
where we're
deck.
at.
Yeah,
which is right here,
Then we-
next to this
then we
window,
were 20 minutes
looking that
back
way and
to
pointing at
Paramount.
that area.
And then
Okay.
we had to drive into.
As far as you know, there's nobody else on
Missouri
this deck.
to Get
except
cheap
for me.
gas.
Yeah.
Cause anyone cheap gas.
These
But
are
some people
other
far enough into
passengers of the
Missouri to get
boat, so
cheap
no.
gas they could.
I
They
mean,
paid like 10
so-
cents less per gallon than it would have. paid in Illinois.
and
Spend
Riley,
50
you're,
cents getting there.
you're,
And almost.
you know, Riley, you know where you are, right?
Okay, guys,
Okay,
if you'd
perfect.
gone down the road,
I
and
told
gone
you
to
the second
70,
one,
you could have got it for
I'll
$2.76 a gallon instead of $3.20 a gallon.
Oh, yeah, you got
It had the hard to telling that. And I'm like, you really just drove out of your way for really no discount at all.
Okay.
You should have done stop, got $5 worth of gas. You drove gun in Illinois.
Joey Joey drives her big truck to Missouri.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect.
Her truck gets such a poor gas.
Crow and
Doesn't save
Grady
money doing it.
Give
Well,
me,
I have to go to the office twice a week, so.
Crow, Grady, give me a
I
perception
filled up
check
for
when you get a moment.
$2.79.
Perception, you get a moment.
Oh, I'd love to.
Excuse.
Goody.
Excuse me.
17.
Don, she does not drive her truck to Missouri for gas. She drives her truck to Missouri for cigarettes. And while
Ah,
she's there, she
oh.
fills up her gas tank.
Okay,
Cigarettes are.
so it's not just for gas. It
Yeah.
makes sense, the cigarettes aren't cheap enough there.
Like less than
Alright,
half the cost of Illinois cigarettes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Steve, what'd you roll? 17?
Yes.
of course, she could give up smoking
17
and save a
also.
lot of money.
217.
I've been trying to tell her that for years.
I know, it was like trying to get grandpa to quit.
You hear what sounds like the sound of maybe metal on wood, like metal striking wood, but it's distant away. You don't see anything.
Okay, but we hear it.
You hear, and it's distant. You're not sure what's going on, but it sounds like maybe
Like,
some
how distant? Can we judge the distance from that?
40 feet or so. No, not from there. It's in the boat,
Okay, still in the boat.
like the other side of it.
Metal on wood.
Yeah. Like, oof, 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 oof.
Like hitting it, not scraping.
Yeah, like metal is hitting wood.
Like something is trying to put a hole in the boat.
Right, right.
But you don't see anything, you just hear it.
But,
And
but,
it's faint.
but can we tell what direction it is?
It's this way.
Okay,
Behind us.
All right.
okay.
Jay, let me know what you're gonna do when you get a moment.
I'm already suspecting like,
Okay.
some kind of hallucinatory terrain in front of us.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to? Like. I think, is this sound an illusion to distract us?
You could do, theoretically, you could do a knowledge arcana to try and determine whether or not you think that the sound is an illusion.
11,
Not very nice. Okay.
25.
25. You're in tune with magical sorts of things and that kind of stuff. You think the sound is actual sound.
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily negate your sort of underlying feeling that there might be some illusions about it. You're still suspicious, especially after looking out across the water.
Wait, is there anything else you want to do?
Is it my turn?
Not yet. It's not your
Okay.
turn yet. Jade, oh, are you texting me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Napalm and Crow, you guys are next.
Okay,
You guys can decide amongst yourselves who goes first.
Crow's gonna go first.
Crow's gonna go first. Okay.
And I have the message spell on me?
Yes. Is Jay done?
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, all right, this is good.
Love to hear that.
We'll be the judge of that.
All right.
Love to hear that.
So-
Fighting against us.
You
Especially with
heard
the DM, the GM.
dug in the water? Did you mention that over the
All right.
message?
It's not my turn yet, so I was gonna do it on my turn, yeah.
So here's small problem. Well, no, it's not really a small problem. You, if you go up those stairs,
I've heard that before.
you end
There's
up.
no small
here.
problems, there's just small squeaks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
consuming.
Was it only you
Well,
that
people
heard
with
it?
small
Right
lines.
below
Yeah.
the captain's
Okay.
box, so the
Well,
captain and.
Les
first
had me
mate are
roll a
here.
perception check, so I
Oh.
think I'm the only one
Andy's
who
over
heard
there,
it.
so it depends on what you want to do. You have options.
Okay,
You wanna,
I'm taking those on.
you wanna do with what you said to do?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's really quick. Did anyone else hear Dustwar in the water or was it just me?
just you.
Okay,
I'm not there, it was pointed out to me that I'm not there, so I didn't hear it.
you're good.
Thanks, Les.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're investigating a thing.
Bang.
It's been out for like 2 years. I should watch this movie.
Okay.
All right, Jay, I need you to roll two
It was
D4.
entertaining, was it
And tell me,
entertaining?
and
Who's
then I
entertaining?
need you to tell me the total
It's
of
been-
those guys with your
Yes.
added to your
Right.
captor level.
Far exceeded the first two.
Captor level
It
would
was-
be-
I missed the first two because they didn't look appealing to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
I'm-
I saw the first one in the theater.
It'll be by the spell.
I can't believe that you spent money to see. it.
We went the
They knew it was
first
gonna be bad.
weekend
I guess.
because we knew it wasn't gonna be out long.
No, that's the difficulty.
You talking about the first?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all,
They
we
knew
all,
it was gonna be bad,
Galleria.
that's why they went.
It's fair.
Ah,
That's
see,
why
It's like you and I
saw
went to
Cats.
see Capt, yeah.
So you're effectively.
We went and
that
saw
means you're
Cats.
effectively-
We're like, there's no way this movie's gonna be
Okay.
good.
14, so it's gonna affect.
Just for you guys to grin, I went and saw
So
Megalopolis.
let me make some.
Oh, I got, I got.
It was like, it was $6. It was like, okay.
Was that?
When the tendrils
That
come
was-
out of his
it was-
ears.
Oh.
No one in
the
production
most
went.
horrible
"That's
movie
kinda
I-
goofy."
Yeah, yeah.
It was bad.
You might wanna
The
rethink.
only reason I
That
thought
was
was
a
was
fucking
cool,
movie,
I'm like,
so
oh
it's
my God, this is
okay.
horrible.
Sure, that would come out of somebody's
I
ears.
wanted to see it just because I was like, oh, this seems like an interesting idea. And then I saw more of it. I was like, maybe I don't need to go see
This isn't what it looks like.
The idea wasn't even, yeah, okay, the idea might have been interesting, but it was just.
Did you read the story of how that movie got made?
What? No.
Which one?
The first D and D movie?
Yeah.
How
The
Gary
guy held the
Gygax,
rights.
he was just selling properties right and left to make money.
Yeah.
So some 19-year-old kid said, I'm gonna make a movie someday, and he sold
Bought the rights.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
And finally, like, right before they ran out, he made that movie.
Are you writing notes?
Yeah.
All right, here. All right, so Andy, I need another perception check from you when you get a second.
Les, can I get a marker and some tape when you have a second?
A marker and tape.
Yes, please.
Okay. How big of a marker do you need?
It doesn't matter, just a
Like a
marker.
Sharpie?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my God, they've summoned a tea light.
That's a dangerous.
Can I get a chalk outline, please?
Oh,
Yeah, just scotch tape. Yeah, perfect.
All right, you cannot use this to write on my whiteboard. I love my giant whiteboard.
And it loves
26.
you.
Perception.
26, all right, we'll get to you in a minute. All right, first things first. I
Can't
have
draw on the wall
to.
if you like that.
Roll for dice.
Yeah,
Painting.
what's the DC on that?
17.
Ooh, okay,
Stick figure.
so, the two closest are just like.
Yeah.
But the other one is like, he's sort of in the doorway, he makes like a sound and starts running. Well, he can't get there, so he's gonna run down these stairs. Well, no, he can't do that either. He's gonna run back to the back of the boat.
Oh, well, maybe a little bit.
All right.
Ain't he a little bitch?
It's the eeping sound, wasn't it? All right, Andy, with your perception check,
Mhm.
you see what looks to be, so from your position on the front of the boat, you sort of turn back. You see a couple of things. One, you see sort of some dude in robes just standing there, but they're facing away from him. Okay, in front of them is this large sort of circular swirling kind of bit of sort of colors and shapes all swirling around together, mysterious. Give me a quick will save.
Hold on 1 second.
What you got there?
She's-
Oh, you put it on there?
See, that's a smart
Yeah,
idea.
Beth is,
It's not
clearly
super
the smartest
visible.
one.
She
She
put
put
the
the
initiative-
names and the initiative on the back of her thing,
so
so.
they can see it on the screen there.
Okay.
She likes you guys. She really likes
I'm
you
gonna try to
guys.
point whenever it's their turn as well. So what, sorry, could you repeat what you said?
So you see a person, it looks like a person standing there, a person wearing robes and that kind of stuff, sort of facing away from you. Okay.
Okay.
And in front of them is a large sort of circular mass of swirling colors and shapes and.
And that's in the
smoke.
water?
No, it's in front of the person on the deck. It's right where that.
Oh,
light
okay.
is.
Something you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Ronnie brought this fruit fish,
Uh-huh.
but you can keep it. If you do, you should put the fridge.
Does anybody want to eat?
What?
You want me to put it in the fridge for you?
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay.
I don't know where it's at.
No worries.
Oh, well,
Oh,
there's
it's right there. Oh, the dish is right there.
There's a gallon of milk in there. Forgot about it. Cooler.
You just don't want to get sick. do you?
Okay. So Andy,
Whoever eats it.
We'll say, okay.
We'll say, please.
Because you love shrimp. I don't know why you won't eat.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
You love shrimp in your burritos.
6.
I love shrimp on
Six?
everything.
Yeah.
Not a great roll.
Okay.
Equally. I love
You
shrimp.
find
on
yourself
everything equally.
staring
Okay.
deep into the shimmering colors
I
and
wanted to hear.
hypnotic patterns that are materializing in this thing.
Okay.
As that happens, you're sort of like just standing there mesmerized. The person sort of turns around to look at you
Mhm.
and you see it's not a person.
Okay.
It is, how would I describe this
Visibility
creature?
spell, isn't it?
Should, yeah.
Hold on a second.
See if I can find it.
So it, it,
Great big pool of blood.
it looks kind of like a person, but uncanny valley stuff is happening almost immediately. Whatever this is, you know, it may kind of look like a person, it's definitely not a person. And as you are watching, you're still sort of mesmerized by
I
the
was there
colors.
earlier and you guys.
The creature's jaw sort of begins to jut out, and you can see
Yeah,
these
this is
big,
good,
sort
been
of
there.
very long,
You showed up later,
very
stayed on
kind
the
of
surface.
needle-like,
I stayed for the very
anglerfish
first
looking like teeth come out.
I figured you would, I just wasn't
As you
sure.
look at it. But you are mesmerized
Pizza
by
Club,
the
okay.
thing.
Guys.
So this is a,
John, okay with that?
Yeah.
okay, so you are essentially fascinated by the Capt. So you take the fascinated condition, so that is, you are entranced
I
by
took
supernatural
PTO
event.
No,
You stand or sit quietly, take no actions other than to pay attention to the swirling colors for as long as the effect lasts. -4 penalty on a skill check, such as perception. Any potential threat allows you to another save. If somebody attacks you, then
I don't
you
know
are,
if they can hear.
you are.
Guys, hold on. Doug, Libby, can you hear Les?
Yes,
Okay.
I hear
Can
the
you hear more?
conversation between Kevin and Don more, but I can hear less.
We're gonna
So
stop.
that's the mic right there.
Okay.
The flat mic.
Sorry,
Did you
Libby.
say how many rounds it is, or is it?
Until it goes away.
Okay.
So anyway,
Now, if you're attacked or something happens that would startle you or sort of get your attention, you get another will save.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Napalm the Crow.
go Crow.
What?
That is.
First thing, over the
Yeah.
message spell,
Okay.
I'm going to tell everyone that,
You told me.
okay. I'm gonna tell-
Everyone in the message spell.
I have to tell.
I know, you're gonna pass it along.
And he's horrible at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
It works.
He is kind of a blabber.
We tell him. There is something illusionary in front of us, something is being hidden from us on the boat.
Okay.
And I feel that the tree ant creature
There's some sort of monster.
that we saw on the shore
Uh-huh.
that picked up Dustwar and threw him.
Yep.
I don't think that was real either. I fireballed it and I didn't feel like it had the effect it should.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him. I think that was an illusion. That it throwing Dustwar with, that was an illusionary scene being played out for us to make you guys run into the forest. Have I heard from you yet?
Nope.
I'm fascinated.
You are.
My theory currently is that Dustwar is actually on that ship.
Okay,
I don't know about her
Not yet,
carrying him in
yeah.
the water,
okay,
but I don't know, yeah, so I'm going to announce that.
Okay.
But then I'm also gonna say there's sounds on our ships going down here.
okay.
I don't know if that's if you consider that a full action, if that's.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, usually talking is a free action, so you can,
Okay.
if you're gonna do other stuff, you can talk at the same time you're doing other stuff, like if you're
Um,
walking or you're.
Some
fighting.
people can.
Some people.
I
I throw a piece of gum at them.
we heard sounds of wood on metal behind us. Currently, that's all I can either run forward into the illusion, or I can go back and look at that.
It's up to you. I can play the theme from Double Jeopardy if you want.
Illusion's right here, something doesn't want to be seen, I'm gonna. Last time, Runes and Infernal lit up on my scimitar, as I powered it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna step forward
Okay,
into that.
all right. I need you, so you're just gonna, so how far deep into the boat, you're just gonna keep going towards this area right here?
Well,
Cause you're here, so this is a big cargo area. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stick my ass in your face there. And then there's the stairs that go up to this level here. How far are you gonna go?
where, okay,
Behave yourself,
like
both
I
of
said, I sensed an illusionary.
Go to your room.
It's like in here somewhere, you think.
Um,
It's possible. You can't see anything beyond it. Though. Even though you can hear some sort of noise back there. So it's just asking you, how far is Crow gonna go?
I'm gonna go into what I feel is that illusionary area.
Okay,
I'm gonna, yeah, flip my scimitar around so the blade
okay,
goes up here,
you ready?
and as I'm walking, I'm gonna say ahead, you know, no need to be shy, we're all scary here.
Okay. I need you,
I love that.
it's gonna be on the internet later.
No need to be shy, we're all scary.
Fair enough. Well, I told you about the quote thing, right?
Don, are you a robot?
We have a quote competition.
Yeah.
Oh.
Of like all the quotes that have occurred throughout. all
Beth
the
won last year.
games. Beth
She
won
did,
last.
she has a shirt.
That's awesome.
She's got the shirt.
That, not
Still
flag,
clinical.
that diploma that we had on the pedestal. that,
Certificate.
The certificate, yeah.
Suitable for
And that
framing.
was like stealth tentacle community. That was because of her
Oh,
quote.
Did
that-
you
that's
frame
what
it?
that's-
Yeah.
I actually
Okay.
won the very first
No,
one
it is
for
this way.
DM 501s, the Doug. got
Properly?
me.
No, ruined it.
Doug.
That was at this event.
Damn 501.
Yeah, the inaugural and only.
Yeah, 2002, 22 years ago.
Back in the before time.
Back in the before times. So, all right, I need a will save from you.
That's not probably not gonna do it.
Young folks.
Total of 10.
And wow, okay.
Fair.
All right. Give me a knowledge arcana.
Give him a good
Get it.
knowledge arcana.
Okay, roll the 19.
Okay, perfect. All right.
That sounds like a nerve.
Oh,
I got my Christmas goose early.
33.
33, all right. So you pass over here into this area, and you can tell. You could feel it, your
You're
arcane
proud of
blood
it too.
feels that you have passed through something. But if you look back,
There was
Like
coverage.
a cloud of urine smells.
they're kind of like a cloud of urine smell. No, it's you feel like you passed through something that you can't see. You look
That'd be
back,
like a cloud of urine smell.
you can't see napalm in it.
Hmm.
All you see is sort of like the front of the boat. So you're not sure if napalm's disappeared or whatever it is that you passed
Have
through.
I disappeared to napalm?
That's a great question. It's that's the end of your turn,
Yeah,
and
so
there
Michael.
will be napalm's turn.
Okay,
Is that all I can do for in a turn?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
okay, so I'm still over there.
Napalm is finished, I wanna go.
Okay.
Do I know that Kuro moved in front of me?
Oh, yeah, you watched him walk out. He
Okay,
probably stepped in the baby pool.
okay, so I'm going to move
No, that's not him. That's Crow. Leave him there.
Let's go.
Oh, right. So
Napalm's still in the.
I'm gonna move him
Elib, as soon as,
No,
Napalm is done, we're going.
25 to behind Crow,
we're gonna go where?
All right, so
behind Crow.
before you
Up
do
to the
that,
side of Crow.
put him next to the first wall, back a little farther. All right, there you go. All
Okay,
right,
what happens there?
You step out
Okay,
and you don't see anybody.
I don't see anybody.
You don't see Crow, who just walked down there. I mean, you literally just saw him
Okay,
walk down, but you
all right.
can't see him. All right, so you keep going backwards and towards the back of the ship.
That would do my full movement.
All right, all right, so I need you to make a will save. I will explain this.
Let me find out my balance. Come on. Well,
Okay, yeah, you don't see anything, but then you sort of like. You walk through here and suddenly, boop, Crow materializes in front of you.
okay,
And is sort of like looking around. But you can easily see him, but he just sort of materializes.
okay.
Do you have any sort of arcana?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Give
I have
me,
knowledge arcana, planes, and religion.
give me a knowledge arcana.
Being made.
Think about that when he said planes and religion.
Not a 9.
Flames.
Nine, yeah.
Right,
I
yeah.
don't know what happened.
Okay, but something happened.
Well, you were walking, you couldn't see Crow.
Mhm.
You took another step and there he was.
All right.
Is this 5e or Pathfinder?
Pathfinder.
All right, Jax.
Well, that's not.
I relay to everyone,
Okay.
Crow has stated that he believes these are all illusions, and I want to believe in him,
Look, you want to believe in him. but-
so I am going to act in that manner.
Did you ever believe in?
Elib, we need to get on board the red sail ship as quickly as possible and kill everyone on board. Unless it's.
Skip school.
With-
Skip school.
with-
Did it kill everyone?
with that-
Wait. A gigantic ally sign.
With that, I cast fly on Elib,
Okay.
and Elib, you're up.
I grab Jex and put him on the harness
I'm
and
already in
I
the harness.
fly towards the
Yep.
red sail ship.
You can do a double
Here
move. 'cause I'm already in the
here he
harness.
comes to save the day.
I have to run way back.
The roots.
Just leave me on the fucking
Keep
shore.
looking,
Jax likes to be
That's
harnessed.
right.
keep looking for Dustwar.
You know, Luke, it seems like your
All right.
characters get left behind in a variety.
Yeah,
of
it's just
places.
weird how that keeps happening.
To be fair, I am remote and I
Your turn
can't
yet.
see where
I
people
don't
are.
know.
Okay, hold on.
What, Libby?
I'm remote and I can't see where people are. There's a
Um,
laptop and some other stuff that kind of is blocking it, like a
It's
easel and
this. is
Yeah, you're gonna have to
blocking
move
it, and,
Elib
like,
with your character, Dad.
Oh, no, what do you?
The camera
Why is
isn't
that
quite
there?
on.
Oh, here you
That's
Is that-
flying.
is that gonna be there?
Height.
Oh, you're flying.
okay. Well, if Elib
she's
would have
never
seen
seen
that.
Ruin,
Yeah.
he would have used one movement to collect
Doesn't have to be that
Ruin
high
too, and
anyway.
like put him on his hip to fly him over or something.
Oh, you're taking Rude with us?
Like a little baby bouncing on the hip,
Okay,
bouncing on the
You
hip.
don't wanna leave her on.
so we are taking Rude. You're.
I don't know,
you're
it's
going
kind of
with us.
efficient for you guys now, leaving Luke's characters behind, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, just abandon me with everyone else.
So she doesn't have to go, he doesn't have to go up high, he just needs to go far.
Right, so
Yeah.
the boat, these sort of things, it's probably gonna take a full speed fly
Been
spell.
doing the
60
my
feet.
bodyguard.
Yeah,
theory.
It's probably gonna take 3 rounds.
3 rounds?
Pretty far down, yeah.
And
Okay,
Yeah.
round
Are
1.
the wide block?
keep it going.
All right,
2 more rounds,
3
they're
more.
all dead.
You just
Okay,
lost.
4 rounds, they're all dead in 4.
Well, you have to attack them.
That's why you
That's
stay
it,
on
that
the
fourth
boat.
round's gonna annihilate them all.
Yeah,
How are you gonna kill him? That's what I want.
we're taking Elib with us.
Jex is throwing an Elib at them.
I like how we always make splitting the party jokes and then still do.
And then
it.
you-
The party splits the party.
What could be more foolish?
I feel
Exactly what
like
we're
this
doing now.
group has split the party far more than any other group that I've ever been.
Yeah.
Can you swim?
It's always worked out so well for us.
I mean, it's not really a skill that I've emphasized.
I mean,
And
not
by
a good
emphasize, I
practice
mean
to
I have,
follow.
2 points in it.
Well,
Why? Because otherwise I was gonna have to row my ass over to the boat, so.
Caleb's
Row,
got you.
row your ass.
Gently to
Down
the
the
boat.
boat.
Caleb's got you.
Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Gotta find a rhyme with boat.
Hope it
Boat.
doesn't.
I can feel it in the scrot.
Coat,
Goat.
that doesn't rhyme.
Row, row, row your boat gently to the.
Alright. Okay, alright, so you guys, you grab Ruin. Elib, you got Ruin, and you're just sort of flying, you lift off and start
That sounds like
flying
you've got
towards
a
the boat.
disease.
Okay.
I got a ruin.
Elib has me and Ruid.
Had a bad luck naming things this game.
Alright. What? But, so I need the 3 of you again. This won't be very long, it won't be 20 minutes. But I need the 3.
Doubt it.
Oh, are you sure?
Did you bring anything else?
No, you don't even have to bring the sheet.
Rubbery or you?
6 die 6.
Look, somebody grab an Oreo, open it up. If it's on the left side, it's gonna be forever. If it's on the right side, it's gonna be short.
Where is the Capt?
Up here.
I would really like to get the ships closer and less split the party.
You just walk through an illusionary wall, so I don't know.
Unfortunately, the GM controls the boat.
Yeah, and it'll take probably
Those are good
minutes.
hands.
It'll probably take minutes for it to get to the other boat, so we're probably just stuck like this.
I think our policy going forward should be all fireballs all the time.
Starting to feel that way, at least on this
Yep.
river, because on this river we've had nothing but
I think
bad
it'd be-
luck.
I think it should be more rock, less talk.
That's a short meeting behind closed doors.
Well,
Did I miss anything?
no,
No,
very.
they're behind closed doors again.
specific.
They're in consultation.
Okay, I don't know if I,
Yeah,
it is annoying. I'm on your side. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
as long as it's not like the last time. Because the last time it took up like half the game.
more than
so,
half.
Yeah, so hopefully it's not that again. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be sitting here watching the movie.
What movie?
Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. The D&D movie that was released like 2 years ago or whenever it was.
Do you guys remember
No,
Monsters and Mazes?
yeah.
Yeah,
Was that the
Okay.
one with
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks? Yeah, where it was like,
yeah, that was the one that told everyone that D&D was bad and evil.
yeah.
You mean it's not?
He had a few rough starts movie wise, didn't he? With
Well, I mean, he was a new actor. He didn't start out
Fair.
winning a Oscars and
No,
everything.
I mean like just in terms of like the
Was it Buddy?
subject material, because there was that movie, and then what was the one? That was like a bachelor party. Was it bachelor party?
Bachelor
Yeah,
party.
Bachelor party.
He was the Bachelor.
Yeah, it was the Bachelor. So like,
It was his party.
yeah, it was.
Before that was Bosom Buddy,
On
the TV show.
Yep.
Tom Hanks.
Chapter 8 of 13.
Oh,
So I'm over halfway up.
Kind of,
Two guys dressing in drag so they could stay in the
you're almost
women's
done with the
building.
entire thing.
I'm on chapter.
He kinda grew up on this.
Wrapping up chapter 8
Yeah,
of
you know.
13. I'm over halfway done
We're halfway done with like the entire
with the
game.
entire game.
Holy shit!
Mhm.
And I've read 4. How did the other chapters go?
Eventually, there's a plume of white smoke. It means they've elected a new.
You're talking
GM.
about
No, the vampire.
Oh,
I'm just wrapping up chapter
yeah.
8 of 13.
oh
I'm
wow!
calling them chapters instead of
Shit.
acts this
Alright.
time.
Holy shit! Okay,
Alright,
wow.
Heather,
So that was a short game.
You missed potential quote.
I don't know
Yes,
how
it
long
was.
it
What was
is.
it?
Yeah.
And that's
I-
not.
I
that's
said,
just
I said there was a plume of
That's
white
not
smoke and that
even
meant
the
you guys
side
have elected a new
Fair.
GM.
Exploration and whatnot. So
You guys
it's
over in the
quite a
enclave.
while.
I mean, this one definitely
Got
feels
it.
more like,
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
like all the romances are a lot more long
Sure.
game.
Yeah.
Than the other ones.
It feels like
Which
that.
it makes sense, but at the same time, like,
Mhm.
that's kind of suicide.
Nah.
She's thought about it. All right.
It's
Everybody
just,
turn around to what
it's
you're
just
doing.
out of hand. No, thanks.
Well.
Doug,
Yeah.
I'm gonna text you.
Wait,
Why
What?
Doug?
I'm just texting.
Okay.
No reason.
No reason.
wait,
Heather's doing something to Doug and Doug has to respond.
wait,
Okay.
and you, what, have you gone yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, who?
Heather,
Your turn.
Heather,
I think Heather. did
Heather
something to
is
Doug
doing something to
last
Doug
minute,
and Doug needs
Yeah.
to.
Oh, okay.
Heather it's her turn. And now Doug has to respond to something that's happened, but Heather has not done anything.
I'm just sitting here eating Oreos.
Yeah,
Heather
that's
is
it.
just eating Oreos,
Yeah.
killing Dustwar.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. Eh,
Row your boat gently down the stream.
Are you texting me or are you sending it through,
Just
Zoom?
texted you.
Oh, okay.
Just, you could say yes or no. Just
You
check-
like me, yes
Just
or
check
no?
the box and send it back if you do like me.
Do you like me, yes or no?
I'm so glad that you wasted our time with yes or no question of do you
Yeah.
like?
Okay, cool. All right, Ruid, you are being flown over to the ship. It's gonna take.
Yes, Doug, do you have a backup character?
Do you want to tickle Elib or somehow detach
Am I
yourself?
within 30 feet of that first guy?
No, not even close.
Fuck, alright,
You're about
Well-
200 feet away.
cool, so then I'm gonna do absolutely nothing, because what the fuck can I do within 200 feet?
I don't know. What can you do?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing, I can't do shit, so I'm just gonna
There were
wait
some
until.
classified videos
Next round, you will be within
And
100 feet.
Joe had a t-shirt.
Still
that
can't
said,
do
"It's an
anything, alright.
illusion, Michael.
All your spells are sort of close up kind of things, or?
I built myself to be like a combat bard and haven't really been able to do shit, so
Okay.
everything's been far away from me, so I haven't been able to hit a goddamn thing.
Andy, I don't know that you could do anything either. You're still fascinated. Is there
It
anything
says-
that might be happening to you that might give you, can you think of anything that might be happening that will give you another will save? Because I
If it's
can't,
coming towards me, then
I
yes.
would eat the whole thing.
it's not.
Okay, then no.
Are you sure Fascinated is?
Beth's looking at it right now.
Yeah, the creature stands or sits quietly, taking no actions other than to pay attention to the fascinating effect. It takes a -4 for each skill check, make reactions
Yeah.
Oh,
such as perception
A
checks.
spank with an E, I'm sorry.
Any potential threat such as a hostile creature approaching allows the fascinated creature a new saving throw against the fascinated effect. Any obvious threat, such as someone drawing a weapon, casting a spell, or aiming a ranged weapon at the fascinated creature, automatically breaks the effect. So I have to wait.
Wait, your turn.
All right.
Unless an
so
ally
you-
aims a weapon
As
at
long
you.
as you're still staring at the thing, you can't do anything.
Yep.
Bella has left the boat. Dustwar has left the boat.
Is that a euphemism for dead?
Riley and Jay.
Yes.
You
I just texted.
guys are up. Your turns.
I just texted you.
You're right.
Oh, they texted me.
Wait, should.
Text.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay. Off you go.
All right then, off they go.
Okay.
No, that's you. All right, Riley.
Send you text.
What are you
Okay.
doing to Les's phone?
Sorry, it's on a bobbly thing.
Wobble wobble.
Okay. All right, Napalm and Crow.
Go, bro.
Walked into the illusionary field.
Right, well, you're past it, actually.
Okay,
All right,
what am I seeing?
well, I mean, so
I see the boat.
essentially, the illusionary field is like right here. You've both passed through it, so you just see the boat. As it is. Now, I will tell you that the noise you heard, that metal on wood noise, has stopped. So you don't hear that anymore.
Excuse me.
But at least from your eyes, the illusion is behind you, unless there's more than one.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Michelle and Red.
Did the sound cease the moment we?
No, after,
After
but
we
only a
went-
few seconds after you passed through, like just now.
Okay.
You guys passed through, you heard the noise is a little bit longer, and then no, fine.
And you said through here, there's steps going up. Okay.
So no, the steps are, well, oh yeah, the steps that you're standing right next to the stairway that goes up to the
Oh, yeah.
Lido deck. But there's also the back of the boat of the hull,
Past
which
the
is back
steps.
this way.
Past the
These are sort of like areas where the crew stays.
Yeah.
There's also cargo scattered around and that kind of stuff. But these stairs go to here.
Does not appear to be too much going on there. Who's that over there?
The two sages from the rest of the boat, the other two passengers.
I've not gotten there.
That's parsley, that's rosemary.
How do we get to that? How do we get to there?
There's up two levels, is that up 2 levels less?
That's up 2 levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to here. So it would, you could go up these stairs and then up these stairs would bring you right next to those dudes.
Okay, so could I take 2 move actions?
Yep.
1 move action, just to check out the rest of the boat,
Okay, give me a perception check.
and then. Roll a 14.
Ooh, okay.
21.
All right. So as you enter the room, you can see the large sort of operational sort of gearing and stuff like that for the rudder. You can see some very obvious gouges in the wood. There's some like somebody has been trying to gouge this wood. Only got partially way done. You're not sure if it's damaged sufficiently or not that's gonna hamper the boat's speed, but the rudder box and some of the gearing has been damaged.
Could this have been the sound that we heard?
Could easily have been.
But there's nothing in here.
You don't see any people or anything like that.
And
The girls look great. What's that face?
Okay,
Wait,
all right. So you still got a action level.
yeah, I'm gonna cast glitter dust in here.
Okay. In this room here,
Yeah.
just this room here. All right. The glitter dust goes off, falls slowly to the ground. You don't see it gathering on any creature.
yeah.
Okay. That'll be it for me then.
Okay. Napalm,
Okay, so did I,
you saw Crow go into the back of the boat.
okay, but I didn't see anything.
Reaction, can I yell to him, nothing back here?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Alright, then that was. that
That's
was
a
my
look, look.
Okay, so I'm going to, that's the bottom of the boat.
Do the hold, the hold.
Okay,
of the boat.
that's the next deck, and then that's the top deck.
Correct.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get as far as I can so I can get to the top deck to see what's going on up there.
All right, so we're gonna, let's do a little measure.
My speed is 30 feet.
All right, so you get 6
Good point, Doug.
inches. So 1, 2, 3.
Don't say.
This message include Dustwar. It should. 6 people.
All right, so you can get to there.
Okay,
These steps lead up to that.
so that
deck.
next, okay,
Okay.
that's what I'm doing.
All right, Heather
I sent you a text message.
saw it. Quick question.
Yeah.
What are we counting for?
6 people.
Not on Facebook dating.
What does that get us? Just
All
egg
these, the
rolls?
controls in Facebook. are
Okay.
Egg rolls, what? Did they get us a discount?
Message goes off for 6 people.
Oh,
That should
okay.
include Dustwar, and he just went offline.
Okay, well, they might anyway, but,
Fine, but
okay. All right,
yeah, meanwhile, I think I told you that about the,
120 feet.
if the dentures are a problem, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
He's probably sitting in a hotel room right now.
Just making sure.
He who,
160 feet.
a lot of feet.
Okay, Ruin,
Same time. Yeah, what's up?
what is your race? I know it's an awkward
half-
question.
Fast.
half
What do you
elf.
need to know?
Half elf.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't be put to sleep.
Millennia.
Give me a perception check.
Fuck.
11.
What'd you roll?
It's on the front.
Oh, 14.
I should know there's a roll for fuck.
I'm a bard.
You guys are
Actually, there is one.
flying.
Performance.
Good
You
point.
see multiple people.
Mike Phillips rolled one
Okay,
with
you
the
see a
farmer's
couple-
daughter.
You
or
see a
farmer's
couple of
wife.
things.
Sorry.
One, you see
Performance?
multiple people materialize on the deck of the boat.
He was running that.
Then
I was running a campaign.
You begin to
He
see
wanted
the
to
boat
fit in This farmer's wife.
begin to look.
So you wrote, diplomacy.
Right.
Okay?
I remember us thinking that it was like
Successful
a
and everything. She's letting everyone sleep in the
ghost
barn, but he
boat or
gets to sleep
something.
inside.
I remember
It's
us-
starting to look
And
translucent.
he rolled really well.
Yeah.
He rolled a
All right.
one.
What do you, you're within
She's
100
like,
feet.
Oh, you can
Can
stay,
you-
you know, she's
what?
making a breakfast and. No, it's like,
Sorry,
we
go
got,
on.
I'm
Oh,
here.
okay,
I
sorry,
gotta
go
go.
on.
No, stay.
Go on. Go on.
She loves it.
Anything else you want to do?
He's like,
I can't
oh
do
my God.
anything.
Can't do anything this close. Okay.
He's like,
Until I'm
okay, when I
within,
tell everyone
like
else the story,
30
it was
feet, I'm not
wonderful.
gonna be able to do it.
Are you guys talking on message?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Andy, you are connected to that message?
yeah.
Give me another will save.
Yeah, this is what I'm faced with. I mean. It's a nice looking guy.
Let's have a look. I'll be the judge of that.
I swear the only
Read
reason
his
we
bio,
bought
he
it
says,
is that full
I have a
hair
full
is
head of hair.
I did something. I messaged you back. Sorry about that. I said I'll be over right in 10, 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I have a full head of hair.
Dude.
Last year it's so.
I have a full head of hair.
Make it
Some doesn't mean-
Yeah, the hardest part is when I was young, I had long, flowing chestnut hair with auburn highlights, and now it's
20 will.
20 will, that will do it. So
Fully
you're like, oh,
forward.
snap out of it.
Good way to
The
deflect
creature is
that.
gone, but the thing, the swirling colors is still there.
Okay.
You're not sure what's there, but it's obviously something to smell.
Mhm.
You're familiar
And?
enough. But now you are online.
Is it my turn? Can I?
Not-
step in?
yes, it is.
It is my, has Luke gone? there?
And
Yeah, he did. He can't do anything.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna let everyone know that I'm pretty sure Dustwar is in the water, like in front of the boat. Like I heard bubbling sounds. But
And everybody's
second,
like,
second, I'd like, what?
no,
Just for- do you think it's a good time to go
Second, I'd like to
swimming?
find out what everyone's doing then, like what's going on, cause I was fascinated by a creature, and so I don't know how long I was out.
as a free action, I tell you that, Crow thinks these are all illusions. So
Okay, that
Eliv
makes
and I are currently going to the red sailboat to wipe out those people. Somebody needs to get to Dustwar quickly.
Yeah.
In the water.
okay.
And I tell everyone that.
Okay.
That's on the boat.
Working my way up to the top.
Was talking a free action for me, or would that be the full
Free
reaction? Okay. Could I then pop a potion of beast morph so I can dive into the water?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Dolphin.
On purpose?
Yeah, on purpose.
I'll be sore in the morning after that.
Why? did-
Success, I win.
Yes.
Little. Okay. All right, so that's it for you, Andy?
Yep, pop in a
Going into-
potion and then I'm
How long does that take? The next round to be a porpoise?
So, next time I can dive into the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your sploosh.
Curse.
All right, Riley and Jay.
Sploosh-a-rito.
Who am I?
Surrender.
Rather go all the way up. This is Riley very quick.
That's something we haven't seen before.
Surrender.
Don't give yourself a.
Surrender?
No, them looking at the office
yeah,
and taking
no,
a little side trip. He just likes it better.
It's an option. Surrender.
It is an option. Surrender
you
is
know.
always an option. Not for us, of course. We can't
No.
ever surrender. So we're the heroes after all.
Somebody should have told him.
I think you left out the airports.
We're the heroes after all. Have we told the story of like our Monday night game
Yes.
Of Rise of the Rune Lords
You
of
do it on Monday.
yeah.
We've heard that story.
Okay, thanks.
Have you heard
Kevin.
every story, Kevin?
No,
Have you heard
he
the
didn't-
hero story?
he didn't- He didn't phrase it that way. He just asked the question.
Never give up, never surrender. I remember the quote.
Fair. Well, no, the heroes.
We're here.
That's what I was talking about. So our friend Sean and our other friend Aaron decided.
No. Your friend Sean and Aaron.
They both decided that they were gonna go to the like haunted island in Sandpoint or whatever, where like that building is at, or like the rundown, whatever the hell it is. And yeah, the mass murder is at. And they got caught immediately by the like
Constables.
by the constables, and they were like, "Hey, get off that island.
It's
And
restricted
It's
area.
restricted area." And Aaron was like, "No, this is our island." And like,
I own this place.
we own this island, and then like
did
they
they
were
get,
like,
Don
"No,
Mooney?"
you don't." And they just tried their best to like get away with it. And I forget at what point Sean said this, but like at some point during the negotiations, he was like, "We're heroes.
We're the heroes. The heroes.
Yeah, we're
the heroes.
It's like, cool, that means nothing to these people. That's not like a legal.
As they were getting arrested, like their hands
Yeah, they
behind
were
their backs.
getting arrested, and he was like, "We're the heroes."
It's like, what are you doing? We're the
Wait,
heroes.
That means nothing. It's not like a legal
We
term.
can do anything we want.
It's not like a legal title that grants you immunity to everything.
Should be though.
It took like an hour and a half for us to get through their heads that like legitimately this is not like an actual thing. Like you are actually being arrested right now. Like there's not like a title called hero in the thing that lets you get away with whatever the fuck you
In
want.
Mike's Star Wars campaign, he pulled out this miniature one time of like this giant
props are
like,
doing the best.
spider looking thing with a cannon on it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the Tootsie Roll shooter?
yeah.
Yeah.
And we told Mike, you can't put that on the table and not expect us to try and steal it.
Right.
And so my character did, I stole it. And we are driving this thing down a highway.
Back to our ship.
Part of the
And we
parade.
get pulled over by the authorities.
Yeah.
And I made a bluff check to say that we were Clone War reenactors.
There was a parade the next day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It gets better.
We assured the police that this thing was non-operational. It shot Tootsie Rolls for the parade.
For like the kids and stuff.
And I
Did you roll like a natural
20.
9?
Yeah.
The cop-
And they rolled a 2 or
Okay.
something.
The look on Mike's face.
Although Mike said he
Was
couldn't let
awful.
us have it, so that it would actually be retrofitted so that it would only shoot 50-year-olds. Which we did use that. We were breaking into a warehouse. And we used it to fire at one of the guards. And
Tootsie Roll.
Open him with Tootsie Rolls.
And so I had said how the guard ran to the boss, to tell about this. And these ones were fun size. They weren't fun at all.
Yeah.
What were you raising your hand for?
The look on
That's lying.
Mike's face
Oh,
is
They
just
said they
standing
were
behind
fun
his.
size. They
his
weren't fun at
DF,
all.
he's like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's possibly the only
you need to
time.
walk outside, I think.
We pissed him off so many times. You killing the hook.
Yeah, I killed the primary bad guy that we were absolutely not supposed to kill. I
Killed.
suicide bombed.
Yeah.
So that wasn't supposed to happen. All right, so
like burning
those
down
of you
the
who are flying towards the ship,
Yep.
Jax, Elib, Ruid, give me a perception check.
That's better than 20.
20, okay?
That is the D20.
Oh, I rolled an 11
Yes, you did.
Wow, okay.
for a total of
13?
9.
25.
25, okay. Elib,
Apparently.
got a perception for me? Is she there?
Elif, what's your perception? She's on mute.
She might have.
Sorry,
Oh, that's all right. You got a perception check for me?
my headset died on me a moment. Yeah, I had to pop up. I forgot to get my dice out. So if someone has a D20 and can roll and add 9 for me.
I've got the cursed dice tower out. You want me to roll?
5 plus 9. Oh, yeah.
28.
Okay.
I just rolled for it. 28.
28?
Yeah. I can roll great for Elam, but not for me.
All right, so all of you see a couple of things are gonna happen. So the first thing you see, and Ruid, you saw this first, but everybody else saw it as soon as you sort of alerted them, is the boat itself,
I didn't
all of
see
it and the people on side are becoming increasingly translucent.
Yeah.
To the point where they're at like, for lack of a better term, 50% translucently right
It's
now.
like-
You can literally see the water through the boat
I remember.
Ghost!
underneath.
Wait,
Next thing you guys see is directly in front of you as you are flying at top speed towards the boat, this enormous double-headed pattern of colors and shapes and
Not there.
smokes appear in the sky directly in front of you.
Cool.
I'm gonna need single saves.
It's not there.
I just.
Oh my god.
What's your roll? Natural 1? All right.
My hero. He was gonna be the one to save me.
From what?
No, apparently not.
I don't know yet.
All right.
Apparently I can't do shit.
Elib, did you roll a will save for me?
Yes, it's going to be a 14 unless it's a fear, compulsion, or charm.
Okay.
And then I get an additional +2.
I'm the DM. I'll make the decisions on what kind of spell it is. All right. Thank you very little.
If it pleases the court.
If it please the court. Jax, what was yours?
16 plus 5, 21.
21. All right. So,
You're fully aware as you
all right.
fly in.
Elib and Ruid, you guys are both fascinated.
Great.
Which means Elib, as you're flying, you slow and stop. Here's the thing.
I have to.
So I got a question for the collective. Elib
His head's right there. I'm
holding
just
on to
hitting
Ruid.
it.
Yeah.
Would a fascinated creature, does a fascinated creature let go of whatever they're holding on to?
It is just take no action. It doesn't necessarily they drop everything.
So that's true.
Are they flying
Because
towards?
dazed, you drop it.
Days you
Yeah,
drop.
yeah,
It's
you
fascinating.
So
You can
you-
hold on to
So
things.
you're still holding on, but you're just, you slow to a stop over the river. And you're like, you're the only one not affected. You're like, aren't we going? We should be going. Let's go.
I'm hitting Elib
Right.
on the head.
All right, well, they're not.
saying,
that
Get going,
won't
get
work.
going.
But if you're
But he's
fascinated
not
by
gonna
it, you
get,
wouldn't
Elib's
run
not gonna
away.
get another
You'd go
save
Same till
until
next
next
time.
time. All right, but in the meantime, this huge sort of circle represented by the Post-it note.
Is it a jerk?
It's sort of like, it's like swirling colors
You
and
guys are
shapes.
afraid of us.
Colors. All right, Napalm and Crow, back at the boat, back at the boat. What's going on? All right.
You're afraid
who's
of
gonna go
us.
first?
Crow's gonna go first, because that's what we've been
You
doing.
should be afraid of
Crow's gonna
us.
go first. All right, Crow, you're back in the back by the
Once Elam
rudder.
starts working.
You can examine the damage more, or you can run upstairs.
I'm gonna- If the glitter dust didn't reveal anything,
Didn't.
I'm trying to get up.
Okay,
Did make a pretty big mess, though. You know how glitter is. It's in.
I'm not in charge of glitter.
So you're gonna go upstairs. So what's your speed?
The stairs you go.
I'm sorry?
What's your speed?
Is
Is it 30?
Probably.
Mine's 30, so I would think his would be.
No reason why it wouldn't be.
Let's go with 30.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Let's go with 30.
Yes, 30.
Okay, you're gonna get to like here. You're on the stairway. You can see Grady
It's a stairway to
headed
heaven.
towards the stairway going up to, it's not the Lido deck. What's above the Lido deck? The promenade?
Promenade.
The promenade deck.
Oh.
The veranda deck. Okay.
The veranda deck.
Veranda.
Help me, veranda.
Help me, Veranda. Help me, Veranda.
Help me, veranda, get it out of my heart.
Good girl in high school name. Wouldn't date.
Who would?
I had a date.
And you what?
I had a
Hey,
date.
he's the DM. If anything, that should get me brownie points.
I
I
don't
had a
know
date in
how.
high school once. It was great. We had a fantastic time.
Kiss them on the forehead.
He took his teacher to the prom. He was very nice.
He and his left hand had a fantastic time.
Did you think I'm a lefty?
Oh, I just made a guess.
That would be cheating.
It's a rough crowd tonight. We've gotten in everybody's.
That was
Steve, you're the first person to make me spit take. Well done.
All right,
Well
you've
done.
done.
So now we go-
You see Crow, Crow, are you going upstairs? Crow, are you going up those stairs like you planned to?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, so
hey,
you grow up
Not
these
normally.
stairs
That's the first
and
thing.
you end up here. So you see the two crewmen standing there,
Okay,
and they're staring at this swirling.
So you're
pool
arguing that
of-
nobody you
of
solo.
colors. However,
This time you
it's starting to fade away.
The colors
The
or,
colors are starting to
okay,
fade,
right.
and sort of particulate out.
So they're focused on the colors. They're all
Yeah.
mesmerized.
You
by
can
it.
hear from the back of the boat, somebody yell, "Don't look at the colors! Don't look at the colors, whoever that is!"
Right, so I don't look at the colors.
Okay, perfect.
Smart move.
But you see the other two dudes are sort of standing there like,
Don't look at the colors.
'Cause that would have to be a double move to get there, so.
I can make that throaty sound like a Motel Hell, you know, the.
That's cool.
Motel Hell, there's a deep cut. All right. You still have an action, because you just went up the stairs, that's one move action. You wanna like throw one of the crewmen off the boat, or
Can I go?
attack somebody?
No, is there any way that I can,
Fireball the boat?
no, any way I can get their attention, try to distract them from looking at what
Yeah,
I
you can run up to them, just sort of like
Yeah,
clump their heads
Let me
together.
try, yeah, something to
Okay.
get, to distract them. Yeah.
All right, so you basically run over there and start smacking them like, "Snap out of it, you idiots!"
It's an illusion, I'll try to get them back to reality.
And
yeah.
then as you do so, let me make their.
He takes
He
a
does
roll.
it.
We know you're just.
I put in 2 dice and 3 came out. I don't know. how
Yeah,
that
yeah,
works.
you got one there.
Ooh, okay.
15.
It's 14. All right. So yeah, they both, as you crack them, the last of the colors fades out.
Okay.
And they're like, "What? Napalm, what are you doing up here? I thought you were downstairs."
I was,
What's
but
going on?
you guys have been mesmerized.
What time is it? I feel so refreshed.
It's clobbering time.
Somebody get me a toothbrush. All right, so that's it for you. Jackson Elib. Elib, you are fascinated.
Les, did Crow also go?
Yeah, Crow went.
Okay, just wanna make sure, go on.
So this just happened to, so do you want to?
No.
So you're, sort of, at this point, you wanna go first, because otherwise Ruin and Elib can't
Yes.
do anything, so you're gonna. Wait.
Love that smacking sound.
What?
You say, get your toothpick.
Toothbrush,
Oh, okay.
because I feel so refreshed.
Focus, Don.
All right.
I was, okay,
I'm not a toothpick guy.
I'm going first here.
Why do you have it? Never mind.
What is this strange control Don has on me?
I'm mesmerized.
I'm slapping Elip upside the head saying, snap out of it, get going, come on, we gotta go.
Elib,
It's an illusion.
do a will save.
Do I need one since an attack breaks the fascination?
It doesn't break it. I think it just allows you to.
Breaks it.
Let me check. I think it allows you
Breaks
to get a will save, but
Breaks it.
Approaching just gives it another roll.
any potential threat allows the fascinated creature and any obvious threat. Drawing a weapon, casting a spell, or aiming a ranged weapon automatically breaks effect. A fascinated creature's ally may shake it out of free of the spell as a standard action. So that would count.
Standard action.
Yeah. So as a standard action, you do that. And
You're
Elib, you are back.
You're doomed.
Yeah, once the starts fighting.
All right, get over there. I'll get ruined next round.
And you're a little flunky too.
Over where? To the ghosts?
To the boat, red boat ship, to the goat, red sail ship,
Red boat, red boat.
red sail
Isn't
ship.
that the one that's like ghosts?
Huh?
Yes.
Right up here.
To the blink.
Okay.
Red sail ship.
Red sail ship.
All right, so you flying, you will be able to get there next round. You'll ruined.
What's up?
Anything? Anything?
Does he get another save?
What I
Does
can
Rude get a
say,
save?
if we move past the thing,
Yes, you will get another save.
Yeah.
But it's for you, so I expect a 1 or a 2.
Wow.
What'd you get?
double it and.
4?
So 10.
10, yeah, no. So you're
Well,
still.
so I'm like,
but you will-
craning my neck behind me.
No, you're just still fascinated. You're
Yeah,
not
you're
watching
still
it.
fascinated,
You're
but
just
you will not be fascinated next round,
Okay.
because you're away from it now. You can't, you're not in a position to be able to look at it, you can't like turn around.
I got you.
And you wanna do anything specific?
Nothing different from what I told you last time.
Gotcha. Andy.
Yeah, so I've got swim now.
Okay,
I
Yes, you do.
took on the form of a Grodare, which means that I have a swim speed of 60.
you made that up. That's not a Grodare, I never even heard of it.
Hold on. It's a little four-eyed.
Okay,
creature.
perfect, all right, so you're there.
Gods.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect.
That's the fish that she is.
They pulled a baby out of its mouth,
Yeah.
baby tiger cub.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dive in the water and try to find,
Willow.
Yes.
Dustwar.
This is Willow.
Twist
It's
into.
Rings of Power.
It's
Yeah,
changed to
that's-
Willow.
Rings of
that's
Power.
Season 1 of.
No, this is Reigns of Power.
Is it
This
Rings
is
of- Oh, Rings
season
of
one,
Power.
season 1, yeah.
All right, Andy, sploosh.
Yes,
There's a fish with a tentacle in there
yes,
and moving out into the channel, I assume.
yeah, and I've got, dark vision for
All right.
60 feet then.
Gotcha.
So just look for
Give me a quick perception
Dustwar.
check.
Yeah,
Okay, so Paramount Monte's breakfast is canceled anyway.
okay, then I don't feel bad.
I don't know what you told me, so.
I love that we're basically just trying to ferry Elam.
We're trying to get death to the ship. That's all we wanna do is get death to the ship.
18?
Yeah,
Yeah, even though you don't see anything other than normal river creatures.
okay,
So you certainly don't see Dustwar right now.
okay,
Even though you're kind of like in the area where you think you heard him, saw him.
okay.
Yes.
Come out of the water like this and do one of these and then.
Yeah.
I like migraine medicine.
I got ibuprofen.
I'll take that.
Does that work?
Thank
I'll be right back.
you.
Do you need me to finish your drink?
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink anymore.
You're taking the ultimate sacrifice.
Jedi skills that I have to go.
He ain't giving it up.
He's had a rough week.
Did you just steal one of the cherries? God damn
I'm
it.
convinced.
You didn't touch it, it was just sitting there
That's too.
I was waiting.
for a while.
But
Yeah.
Waiting for what?
Bullhorn. Bullhorn Inc. It's the same place that I have been working. at.
Bullhorn in
Bullhorn
Clayton.
Yeah.
thank you.
We're not in Clayton.
Bullhorn in the St. Louis area.
Yeah.
Formerly Clayton.
Fucking,
In the Midwest.
I would
We
love it
got
if they did.
We got
I'll reapply and do whatever I
Yesterday.
can.
I'm fucking pissed right now.
You trying to buy where I work?
office, we're gonna be
I'm
on
trying,
page.
bro.
Where are you working?
I work at Washington University. in
There's a
Medford.
federal building on.
It's-
These are 200. So
Don't
that's
put it
okay.
out, look downtown.
Oh,
Jesus.
Well, my.
That'll
brain
do
is-
it.
That'll
All
do,
four
that
will do
will.
Well, if you want to just take 2 now, see if they help, and then you'll have 2 for later if they don't help as much.
And if anything, you can.
But there's
probably-
also more in the, I forgot there's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I asked my wife and she says, when she has a headache, she takes 4, so.
Gotcha, thank you.
Oh, look, it's not
And she's married to Les, so she has lots of headaches.
They go through ibuprofen really.
Yeah.
I used to at my old.
Morning,
my
dear,
old
just a
office,
second.
Candy dish.
That's me.
Like
Yes.
3-4 different
Jesus.
games.
You don't let the power kill
People
your
would literally
character.
walk by my desk, they'd be walking by and they'd be go. And they would stop and they go, "Are those ibuprofen?" And I would go, "Yes." He go, there would be a pause and they go, "Can I have some?" I'm like, They're out here.
That's
for
what they're
everyone.
there for.
They're here for everyone. Okay, Andy, you're in the
They're the
drink.
pain relief bar.
You guys are flying. Elib, Jax, Ruid, you're back. I need a perception check from you guys.
What are we?
Natural 20, 29.
Oh, hey, natural one.
18.
Natural 18. All right. Ruid
What the fuck, man?
doesn't see anything.
Think
But-
that you're
Elib,
for
you and
Elib.
Jax
32 for me.
see the boat finally
Jesus,
transluce
your
out
fucking nails.
and wink away.
Did I cut you? You know what? I've been going with the highest roll. Maybe I should go with
Oh,
the
you
lowest.
look a
What would
little-
that be?
You look a little upset there, Don.
It's still there.
Are you fucking serious?
Eli.
All right.
I'm gonna text you
We didn't,
a message.
Dun, dun, dun.
Libby.
Aleb.
Yes,
Aleb.
He's texting you a message.
I'm waiting for the text.
I'm looking for your
How long
number.
does fly last?
Oh, minutes.
Fly is
Okay,
1 minute
sweet.
per
So
level,
we
I
can
believe.
fly back to the goddamn boat.
1 second.
yeah, this wouldn't leave you stranded.
I don't
Yes, he
care
would.
for this fucking boat.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So-
All right. So we got time. I hate this fucking boat. It can suck a dick.
Wow.
Wow.
Unless, will you want my response secretly, or do you want me
No,
to
it
just
won't,
say
it
it?
won't require a response.
Did you see that?
Okay,
Hey, Les, did you see that I texted you as well?
I did not see that, but I will look.
On Facebook. that
He said something about
this is
ignoring
pretty
all
crazy.
texts that come
It
from
was
Doug.
Belt, have you seen this? You know, a guy's belt that said, I licked it, so it's mine, your wife. I know,
What a conversation starter.
That's something,
I licked it, so it's mine.
yeah,
Love
that's
your
something a
wife.
guy gets for his wife, because she ain't saying that normally.
Alright.
Yeah, I saw that, I was like, whoa.
Doug, maybe,
Yeah.
probably not though. All right, Libby, I sent you one, it was misspelled a little, but I think you get the gist of Rooney.
The gist a Rooney.
Just around here.
All right.
Yeah, that typing is about as coherent as you at the end of the night after 6 martinis.
We're only halfway through the night.
So I'm
And he's
gonna,
not been drinking
this whole thing
alcohol,
is just
so.
I haven't, I'm not, tonight's one of my non-drinking nights, so. I'm not gonna, I'm out. All right, so now I should be able to type better.
He's worried about his paint buying son.
The porpoise flew south for ham? What's it say?
The porpoise flew south for ham. All right, so the boat is now gone.
It doesn't make any
Fall
sense.
out of initiative.
Why would you?
He wouldn't. It's misspelled.
Dustwar's gone forever.
Did you
I haven't been able to do
understand
shit in
that?
the past, like.
Libby, do you
You are afraid of us.
Yeah, prove that.
Yes.
No, no proof.
Oh, I know you're afraid.
Picture it didn't happen.
What'd you say, Libby?
What did you say?
You asked if I understood what you were saying, and I said yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
Oh,
And then the boat, so
We know.
even, well, Grady, you're on the top deck,
Yep.
the veranda.
The veranda
And,
Help
you
me
see in the
veranda.
distance, in the deep distance,
Mhm.
you see the boat with the sails sort of disappear.
deck. All right,
Can't really see anything else, it's too far. but-
okay.
Is that building there?
No, okay. No, I just left it out because I didn't want to clean it up. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Okay.
That's laziness.
Why are you going- you wanna go in a building?
I'm looking for where the scaredy cats are.
So there are like ruined buildings on the shore, you know, sort of scattered about. They're not in the river. Okay? So we fall out of initiative because you don't have any obvious interlocutors, but, what are you guys doing? I'll go to Libby and Don and Ruin. You're back.
yeah.
You're flying over.
Libby,
Where the
does
boat
Edith have anything?
Did I see
to
the
say?
boat disappear?
Yeah, you saw it.
Can I
Does
make,
Elip have anything what?
can I
to
make
say?
like an Arcana check or planes check to see if I can make
It's-
sense?
Planes check.
Did Elif notice anything that I didn't?
Yeah, Elip's gonna ask if anybody else can see Dustwar.
Nope.
I'm looking for Dustwar right now.
I've changed my,
Yeah,
I've
we-
changed each time.
We've got someone looking for Dustwar right now. We think he's in the water.
That's the third one in a row.
I swear I saw them on the boat before it disappeared.
We'll see.
Okay, hold on a second. Hush. Libby, say it again.
I swear I saw them on the boat before it disappeared.
You saw Dustwar in the boat?
Yeah,
Okay.
So Dustwar's on the boat.
Okay,
Just disappeared.
we're going to where the boat was
All right.
and landing on top of it.
Well, your feet get wet. Because as far as you can tell, there's no boat there. I mean, you overflew the area where there would be masts, canvas from the sails, that kind of stuff, nothing. You went close to where the deck would be, nothing. You flew even lower, you could actually, well, Ruin was getting sort of like, he's like, let me up! But,
Yeah,
because
you hit the river one.
I mean, yeah.
Elif,
held by
upstream or
sides.
downstream, which way do you want to go?
Where the boat is. Downstream. What it be?
You know.
Okay, we'll go downstream.
All right, so you guys are gonna fly downstream?
Yeah,
How long are you gonna fly?
2 more minutes, 20 rounds.
20 rounds, okay, at 60 is what? Half a mile?
probably only 1
Yeah.
minute so that we can get back unless you're 2 more
Last-
minutes.
It lasts 6 minutes, so 2 minutes is fine.
Okay.
All right, so half a mile.
Yeah.
You're going down. All right, we'll come back to you. Back on the boat, Grady Crow and Andy, you're in the water.
Oh, that's my
So
fault.
what are you doing? Like hunting around? You got this message, right? Did you put that on the wire?
Yeah.
All right, so Andy, you get a message that Elif thinks she saw Dustwar on the boat, but can't be sure.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to what he said and I'm gonna head in the direction of where the boat was then, but still be in the water.
All right, so
See
like,
if yeah, to see if Dustwar kind of fell
give me a
into the water.
perception check.
Yeah, she's our best chance of finding him underwater. Being a fish.
23.
On
23. you keep looking around, there doesn't seem to be any. I mean, there's creatures in the water, but they're the creatures that you would normally see.
They're supposed to be there, yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be there,
I'm gonna
captivation.
pass it up the line then.
But yeah, no bodies, no dust, certainly no
Syringes,
dust.
medical waste.
Yes, and syringes. Oh, so it's that kind of river. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
So are you gonna keep going that way, or are you gonna turn around and head back to the boat?
Yeah, but yeah, if I'm right where the boat was, then I don't see him, and I've relayed that message, that I'll head back to our boat.
Okay. Cool. All right, Crow and Grady, you guys, so Crow, I'm assuming that you're gonna go up the rest of the way and get up to the veranda.
The veranda level.
Up there.
The captain's on the veranda level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, the captain is in the captain's box.
on the
Grady,
captain level.
Grady, Napalm's on the veranda.
Right.
The captain has here, let me put the boat together so you guys see what it looks like.
Yeah, put both together. Come on.
What's going on there?
Can somebody's,
You're attached at the bottom.
How am I attached?
is there like some sticky stuff?
Here we go. Thank you.
Now I got it sticky. So what you're saying?
Keep it from dying.
I'd like to know when. I live here.
While you were in the other room.
I mean, have you ever seen people elaborate this?
You have spent a long time in the
Yeah.
other room, so.
He's had a lot of time to, you know.
It wasn't like it was 6 minutes. Go ahead and put that.
Compared to some of the ones I've seen that he's done, like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so
Yes,
many.
yes, I am bragging about that.
I wouldn't
Hey.
be.
Yeah, no one else will.
Blow the top off of that thing a couple seconds ago.
It was on fire,
We
so it is
extinguished
still, but you extinguish it, so there's still a roof there.
It's aesthetic.
All right, so Andy's in the lake, but you guys are up here. The captain is in here. And you can hear the first mate, which I think is,
The one that I've been trying to sleep with.
oh, Edna Lemon Bucket, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can hear her yelling, what's going on? What's going on?
Well, I'm still with them. Have we flown back at this point?
Oh, you haven't flown back. No, you guys are actually
No, we're-
flying
we're going
half
to
a
the-
mile that way. You guys
I'm
are,
not hearing shit.
yeah, you don't hear anything. Brady, Crow, what do you guys do? If anything? You're both on this deck over here now. You can go up to there's stairs to the captain's.
I'm gonna go to the captain and see if she can give me any information about what I've missed while I've been below deck.
All right.
And I wanted to get to the captain and get her to get to the other ship.
Okay, well, your boat, but she's like, I can
Everything
restart
is,
our ship. But the boat's not there anymore. Now that you guys are up in the captain's, you sort of get the bird's eye view. There's no boat. Give me a couple, both of you give me a quick
The
perception. check.
Vampire Slayer. I was like, I know I've seen that guy before.
Did they see us flying away?
That's the thing.
18.
Okay. Napalm?
12.
Well, all right, Napalm, you don't see it, but Grady with your sorceress eyes, you see what looks to be Elib, well, a cluster of things, Elib, Jackson, Ruid, flying at top speed away from the boat. Like headed straight down the river.
There's like a wake behind us.
Yeah, this big V
They're
shape.
really in range of the message.
No, not now.
Yeah, I know, yeah, they're
We're
part
too
of
far
that
away
now.
at this point.
So, the Captain Skywin will get the boat going.
You have nothing else. Follow them.
Follow them, okay. All right, the boat, she gets the boat rolling, takes a minute, but then the paddle wheel starts turning and the boat begins heading down the river. Andy, are you?
The evil steam engines took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil steam engines
Yeah,
and stuff
magical
right up.
steam engine.
Anything else you wanna do in the river, or are you gonna come back to the boat?
Head back to the boat then.
Head back to the boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
You
still haven't
got,
found Dustwar.
I know, I passed on
Yeah.
my message back to you saying that I don't see him in the water.
If that boat disappears again, I figured we just leave Dustwar behind, I guess.
it is tradition.
We're looking for him.
Okay,
No
You
dust
guys-
war left behind.
you guys fly half a mile down the river. And you don't
Nothing, so we head back.
see anything, yeah, so you head back.
Appeared
No,
clever.
certainly no boat with red sails.
All right.
All right, you guys get back to the ship. and, you know, sort of trade, you know.
I do that the whole way back. Make chicken noises.
Okay.
It's very confused. It's like, how are you making chicken?
They're confusing Arrested Development chicken noise. Oh, what a chicken does. None of them had any idea what chicken sounded like or looked like.
So you guys all get safely back to the boat. It's only then that you get the news, because Crow and Grady didn't tell you guys, that 2 of the crewmen have succumbed to their wounds in the hold, including Bosun Pete and Gums McGee.
I did say that they were going down on this boat,
That's fair.
but
Is that on the front?
Uh-huh. Okay. You might want to make it a big screen because it's on like a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Stuff right now.
Oh,
Well,
There you go.
their names will never be forgotten.
Their names will be forgotten.
who are they again? Who are they?
Who are they?
So among the dead would be Fancy Mo Pork Roast, who died first. And then Bosun Pete,
Uh-huh.
not to be confused with
Other
Pete.
Pete.
Other Pete.
And Gums McGee.
Gums McGee.
What about repeat?
Other Pete's still alive. And he was so I think Other Pete was up there getting fascinated.
Repeat.
There's no repeat.
Yeah, Other Pete's here. And then this is Stumps Flurm.
Technically.
And then the guy who ran into the back is Bullethead. That was Bullethead. And then up by this thing is Flem Nicholsworth.
Flem is his name?
Yeah, Flem.
Go back.
It's a family name.
PH, FLEM. Phlegm.
All right, so you get back to the boat, and, you know, begin the laborious effort to clean up the ruined bodies of Bosun Pete
Ruined
and Gums
bodies.
McGee.
Baby full of blood.
Yes, gotta hose down that pool of blood.
They can, the captain tells you that, they.
When
can
we
tra-
find the cowards, they will pay for this.
The captain says that they could travel without that crew, but thankfully you guys are growing closer to Cassimir. And so she'll be able to take on new crew there once they unload the cargo and that kind of stuff. And frankly,
It's like, well, once
you're
you're all
getting the
done,
impression that the sooner that she gets rid of you guys
Yes.
off this boat, the
Yeah.
better, because
Yeah.
it's been nothing but trouble. She lost 3 crew.
I know.
And her boat got bombed.
And her boat got bombed. The roof got lit on fire. There's a baby pool's worth of blood
Well, look at it
downstairs.
this way, you can hire at lower wages now.
right, and
And lower wages, yeah.
just tell her it wasn't boring, her trip.
There wasn't one.
the damage around the rudder control.
Rudder
area,
controls, yeah, seemingly, I mean, there is some damage, certainly doesn't interfere with the
any
controlling.
indication of what may have caused that damage, like an axe, something claws,
Give me, I guess perception would probably be the closest. I don't know that there's a specific, unless you had some specifically wood.
25.
25. Well, at first you thought like maybe like a sword, some sort of straight blade. But the closer you look at the damage there, it looks like it might have been made by very strong claws. They look like, rather than cuts, they look like scratches. But they're buried deep in the wood. Had whatever did this more time, your suspicion is that it definitely could have messed up the rudder. Torn out the gearings, the control rods, that kind of thing.
this would just prevent the ship from steering or not.
Yeah, and it would have been repairable. I think they've already repaired the rudder one time. So Ruid has mending and
Mending, yeah.
yeah, so and fixed the rudder previously, so it would have been okay, and you could still do it now.
And I will.
completely take that over, but yeah, the rudder was undamaged. It looked like they were going, whatever it was going for like the control mechanisms rather than the rudder itself, which is literally on the outside of the boat.
Now, I'll point out that these look like claw marks.
They're deep in the wood though. I mean, whatever claws these were from, man, it would be a tough creature.
Sorry, 1 second.
Because it just clawed away at that wood. all you also know is that in the times, I mean, in the couple of hours that it takes as you guys continue meandering down the Selling River, you do not see any sign of Dustwar or his body. Now, Andy, you're still convinced that you heard or saw, or both, Dustwar in the river.
Mhm.
Those of you who are on shore were like, we saw Dustwar get thrown into the woods. Now, you remember you went there and checked it out after the fireball, and there was nothing there, no monster, no Dustwar. So you're not 100% sure what happened. Because two halves of the party are saying, I saw him in different places at the same time, which is weird.
We've seen weirder.
All right,
We've seen babies in jars. Can't
Exactly.
Really beat that.
fetus grenades.
Yeah, we've seen fetus grenades. It's kind of hard to beat that in terms of weirdness.
That was pretty weird.
And an eye in a hole, or eye in a wall.
That's true. You can see that.
Is our ship moving?
Yeah, you guys have basically restarted and are cruising down the Selling River.
Okay, as we start moving, glitter dust has a range of 170 feet.
Okay,
Could I aim one where that ship was?
sure. Absolutely, you can.
I go to sleep.
Does it,
Dreams are starting to.
you know, yeah,
I want to get
way out
smoke back.
there, poop,
Yeah, the glitter just all drops into the water, and doesn't seem to hit anything.
okay.
Certainly nothing the size of a boat. Yeah, I mean, you saw the boat with the red sails. It was big, as big as the Starling. Longer, perhaps even. From beam to stanchion or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a boat guy. I'm sure.
Literally a boat guy, you know?
From the
I tried
front
to
of the
land
boat.
on it, my boots got wet.
What's that, Libby?
I tried to land on it, my boots got wet.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you didn't see it, but yeah, your glitter dust lands on nothing. No invisible boat there. All right. You guys could travel for another couple hours and you don't see any sign of the boat with the red sails or any other disturbances. So as you guys clean up and everything and sort of consign, you guys, the rest of the crew wraps up Bosun Pete and those guys in salted cloth and puts them in barrels for proper burials back at, not at sea, but
Right.
that kind of thing. And you guys continue to move on. At this point, you guys are starting to think about the things that the augur said, which is basically that Lowell's has passed into the Dreamlands.
Yep.
And if you're going to find him, that is where you need to seek him. Now, you do have a ton of Lowell's materials that you got from his office before you burnt down his house.
We have those two scholars that agreed.
And you have the two scholars that have agreed to help. Although they were now a little frightened of you guys
And have been no help.
because of the murders. But, I mean, you guys have a couple of, Grady's a fair scholar. Crow knows quite a bit about things. Andy knows quite a bit of things. Ruid has a lot of lore. You guys can examine those documents at this point and see what you can learn. Maybe there's something you can learn.
I remember that we learned that.
I know a lot of things
Yes, you do.
about traps, locks,
I remember that we learned that it was,
10,000 Wilkie's gems.
there's like a ritual that
If you don't have one of.
there was a ritual in the book that allowed us to like go into the Dreamlands, but we needed somebody else to perform the ritual so we could all go to it. Because it needs somebody to cast the thing,
What about the two scholars on board?
which is what we hired them to do.
Yeah, basically
Yes,
you're
they
hiring them
was
to do that.
distracted by 1,000 other things.
You need someone to cast a specific spell?
We need somebody to perform the ritual so all of us can be in Dreamlands.
Do they understand this ritual?
Well, you found the ritual
Yes.
in there. It would take some studying for them to think. There's other documents that refer back to the ritual and that kind of stuff. But yeah, the ritual spell is there, and with some study, the scholars think that they can make it work.
Well, do that.
All right. So study the other documents. You guys are going to study the other documents, or you just want to
Sure, well,
clamber into the Dreamland?
Well, they're gonna study the other documents.
well, no, we want them to study the ritual so we can study the documents.
We're gonna study the documents and they're gonna study the ritual.
Yes, so that way they can perform it, so that way we can all go to sleep somewhere else
Okay.
in Dreamlands.
So,
Okay.
question,
Yep.
are we going to be physically in the dreamland, or are our bodies remaining here? And
Well,
can
that
we
is a great-
tell from the documents that we have?
That's a great question. So you have to, there's a lot of documents. So to examine these documents, I need you guys to make some knowledge checks. So anybody who has knowledge arcana, knowledge history, or knowledge planes can do knowledge checks to see if you can learn what you can learn from the material.
I feel like we learned that already. 25.
25.
I rolled a 4.
2.
I also got a 25. I rolled a 17.
In what knowledge?
Knowledge Arcana.
Really? Okay.
Knowledge planes.
31 knowledge arcana.
Okay. All right. So first, Ruid, as you're looking through some of this material,
Play
you're
through
looking.
knowledge religion.
Ah, perfect. So you're looking, so all the 4 of you are looking through the stuff, and you find out a couple of things. Ruid, you're looking
Thank
through
God.
a pile of Lowell's handwritten notes. And as you do so, you see that Lowell's notes indicate that his journeys occurred in the Dreamlands, which you suspected anyway. A vast and relatively stable section of the dimension of dreams. You learn a little bit about the fundamentals of travel there. Most types of damage experienced in the Dreamlands vanish upon waking. Your bodies do stay here as you travel through the Dreamlands. Spells and items used in the Dreamlands are not expended upon waking. And items found in the Dreamlands, however, can't be brought to the waking world. You can't bring them back. But they persist from dream to dream. So the equipment that you find, or treasure, for example, that you find in the Dreamlands,
One dreamland is still there when we go back.
it's still there when you travel back. It's on your person.
Yeah.
So you're essentially splitting into 2 characters. One is the real world character, the other one is the dream world character, and ultimately they could end up having very different sets of equipment.
Yeah.
Because the 2 won't cross. Death in the Dreamlands, you find out, results in an immediate traumatic awakening in the real world, and potential for what's listed here as permanent madness.
Sounds
So you
great.
can't be permanently killed in the Dreamlands, but if you do, you immediately wake up back where your body is, and you might go insane.
Sounds great.
Cool. All right. Crow, you found some other notes, and in this case, it was some sort of letters. And it looks like the Count planned to reach out or find a mysterious hermit in the Dreamlands known as the Mad Poet. Mad Poet was indicated that he was a dangerous sort of person, unless appeased. And Lowell's had focused investigation on how best to approach this inscrutable, sinister figure. Jex
Didn't learn
weirdly,
jack shit.
finds some documents that say Lowell's had selected a caravanserai, a place where caravans go. Which is weird that
6 Medusa and it and a gin.
well, it's weird that the words caravanserai have come up more than once in different campaigns.
Yeah.
So, in a desert in the Dreamlands,
Yeah.
as his initial destination, he had planned to talk with other dream travelers there to get information about how to locate and ultimately appease this mad poet. I mean, you're not 100% sure why he's trying to find this poet guy. Kevin,
Yes.
you find out
It's important to him, but it's important to us.
that you help the scholars to sort of go through the ritual,
Mhm.
and you find that ultimately after some conversation, you feel comfortable that you can do the ritual.
But I can do the ritual.
Well, that you all can do.
We
it.
all, as a group, we can do this ritual.
As you do it, there is penalties for failure. So
Let's not
if
fail
you
then.
create a dreamland, if you fail and create a dreamland backlash, that can cause damage to the caster. Creatures theoretically could appear from the Dreamlands and come through to here, maybe to attack you. The thing about this is so you learn a couple of things. One, the ritual has to be cast at night on the material plane. You have to so one of the things that you find in a small box among the materials that you got is a tiny carved staircase, about yay big. Like a little set of steps for like a dollhouse.
They go to heaven.
As you look at as you read the ritual, you realize that you begin chanting the incantation while you're pass around this miniature staircase. And you have to touch each of its steps as it passes to you, and then you pass it to the other person. As it passes to each person, it feels a little heavier, it's a bit larger, and finally, when the incantation is completed, you set it on the ground, and it will grow into a staircase. At that point, the portal supposedly opens, and you take the staircase up into the dream.
If you screw up the ritual, you dream you're taking a test you haven't studied for.
And you're naked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or you dream
your teeth
about
fall
your
out.
time as a waiter.
So the other thing you learn is that anybody in the Dreamlands who wants to return to their body on the material plane has to make a DC 25 concentration check to do so. It's a full round action, but doesn't provoke.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we do this on the deck? So that way the steps can not smash.
Not
through
smash
the
into
back
the
boat.
ceiling of it, yeah.
I'm not sure if it literally does that or if it's just like in our minds it does, but probably better safe than sorry.
Right.
All right. So you guys are going to do the ritual.
Should we sleep first?
Yeah, let's rest.
Okay. It has to be when you do the ritual. It has to be at night. So maybe early in the morning when it's still dark.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are ready for that with the guys. The two scholars say that they will do it. I'm assuming you're going to perform the ritual. What on the catapult deck?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
We'll do it where the sun's not gonna hit us as it passes. So we're not
So and
roasting.
then you'll be shielded. Your physical bodies will be shielded underneath the roof, where Flem Nickelworth can keep an eye on them.
Good old Flem.
All right. All right. So you guys all get there. You begin doing the ceremony. Hold on, just 1 second. Okay. All right. The ceremony begins. You begin passing around the staircase. You can feel it getting heavier and larger until you're finally like passing around. And after a minute, the ritual ends, and the staircase sits on the deck and grows up to into the sky, the dark sky, and you can see what looks to be at first you can't even see it because it's dark. The circle is dark, but there's a nimbus of light around it that shows you where it is. And at this point, we need to take a break because map change.
Oh. Ooh.
So we got to change the maps. So thought amongst yourselves.
Did they wet themselves? What?
Intermission, let's all go to the lobby.
There
go to the lobby.
snacks, there are drinks. Help yourself. It's all good.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Find ourselves.
Thanks, Libby, for that.
Why did she go with him?
We're ninth level now, right?
What? That's bullshit. Are we ninth level now?
Less than saying your dreams and.
Yeah.
We are in a dream now.
I will move out of your way so you can grab the ship.
All right, I need to grab the dudes.
The dudes and dudettes.
Dude.
Okay.
Beating the scaredy cats was worth 24,000 gold star experience.
They're in your base,
That's all right, man.
killing your dudes.
It's a deep cut. Not full.
Yes.
Not
How would you look at that? It's the fucking point. I'm gonna go play the Dragon Age campaign. That too.
Before you go, the captain says, soon we will be in Cassimir, just a few days. And so finally, you'll be able to leave this
Get off my
dreadful
Get off my
river.
boat.
You'll be able to leave this boat and never see me again.
Sleep with lemon bucket.
Oh, I don't know, you're gonna have to
You're
turn on
right,
the, you're gonna have to
right.
turn on the
No.
charm pretty hard.
We are in
I've
the
been rolling
dream,
like 20s with her constantly. What more?
we are in the dreamland.
The fuck do you mean? How much more is there for it?
Have you considered that Edna might be not interested in you for other reasons?
I mean, you haven't really made.
Perhaps she's a married woman.
Maybe she's married to the captain.
I mean, if she is, then she should probably tell me that she's married so I can lay off it.
Maybe she's trying to be polite to a rude passenger.
I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. Like,
You should never hit on somebody who is at work because they literally cannot escape you.
fair enough.
All right.
Like, you should rent out these models that you've built.
Find
You
yourself
think?
in a- Find yourself in a vast blue
Cottage
field.
business here. you know?
Models are us.
Some of the stuff you see at some of these conventions is insane. The amount of time and effort people put in there. I mean, my little cardboard things are pretty good sometimes, but. All right, all right, laptop people,
Yeah.
need you to back it up a bit. Let's see.
I'm not even using my laptop, so. I gotta wipe up all the little furries.
No, I'm not.
Is this enough?
I hope so.
Is this far enough?
Yeah.
That's a bit wider than what I think we've cleared space for, so.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, gentlemen, you might
Some
want
room?
to pull back a little more.
Oh, it's got
I don't know if that's it.
You can
We'll adjust it.
Probably be fine, I imagine, surely.
Unless it's not.
This is not.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hold on, let's
If you like that sort of thing.
all right, you could move that to get a better look at this stuff. If you want. I'm gonna take this off. That's the roof. Here. Okay.
The roof is on the map.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, more of plants.
Something else is set on fire.
Man, those plants look like they might start a fire somehow.
It's more, it's not so much plants, it's rubble.
You can't smoke those, can you?
Burning rubble?
Okay. Here we go.
Migraine.
Oh, is she laying down somewhere?
Yeah, in the garage.
The other room.
Yeah, the other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should I?
Yeah, laying down and trying to get through it.
Gotcha, okay.
Oh, here, hand me those
Great,
stuff.
we gave her a lot of migraine.
She can, I mean, but they can lay down the couch.
I think it's loud.
Oh, it's loud, yeah.
Some people.
Can't imagine what caused that. It's
Oh,
a-
but I was.
goddamn mystery.
Yeah.
Ruin, will you do me a favor? Actually, Luke, will you do me a favor and put the characters out over by sort of the front by your book in the front of the caravan, the front of the caravanserai is that right? All right.
So
So you guys
Here? Where?
sort of right at the front of your book.
Oh,
You see the opening in the area there where it kind of goes through
Aria.
the aria.
Yeah.
The
The
veranda.
aria. That's a fancy, map producing term for it.
All right. So-
Yeah.
When you enter, so a couple of things, you've entered the Dreamlands and it's a strange and unusual place. Your dream bodies right now resemble your waking bodies. They all have the same spells, you have all the usual gear. that kind of stuff. You should probably, when you start to find things or keep things, that kind of stuff, track it separately. Dreamland stuff
Yeah.
versus real world stuff, because the real world stuff will transfer, but Dreamland stuff does not transfer back. All right. You also believe, based on what you found in the notes, that you do not damage that occurs to you, like physical damage in the Dreamlands, does not stick when you move back to the real world. However, mental damage will stick. Like if you are driven insane by stuff, you will be insane when you travel.
That ain't gonna happen.
All right. Anybody that remember the idea that if you die here in the Dreamlands, you are immediately transported back, but you might be susceptible to some sort of madness. Madness.
Well, that's madness.
All right. You guys come out into the Dreamlands. And here's a helpful map.
He's got a map.
We don't need no stinking map.
We
You have some maps, but you're not sure. You find yourselves in a desert. The air is hot, very, very superheated, and immediately you feel the prickles of sweat coming out of your skin.
Imagine that in the desert.
You can dry heat. However,
High heat.
as you look up, the sun kind of looks like our sun, but it has like a purple ring around it almost, as opposed to the yellow light. And the light is a little bit like whiter than our yellow sun, the yellow sun of Earth. This is a little bit more whiter color,
Galarian.
purplish Galarian, a purple ring around it, which gives the sand and creates weird shadows in the sand and the little dunes. The sand itself is less granular and more powdery too, and little puffs of it as you walk around will sort of like come up from underneath your shoes as you sort of
float a
stomp
little
around.
longer in the
Yeah,
air.
it floats a little longer in air. It's dusty. It's like a powder. In the distance, what?
I'm remembering a comedian I was watching today where she's at this church ceremony and everything. Priest is talking about, but we are but dust. Their friend look over and says, "But dust?
Butt dust.
But dust."
You can see in the distance the caravanserai. It's about 250, 300 feet away. It looks like it's made of thick stone. There are obvious cracks. There's an entire portion off to the left as you face it that is crumbled and broken down. The stone has basically been reduced to rubble. There is a second level that sort of looks like it's been truncated where that rubble is. It looks like a big. It looks like the second level traversed the entirety of the left side of the caravanserai, but a portion of it is like collapsed down into the ground.
You explain what a caravan or
A caravanserai is an Arabic thing, where at oases they would.
that's what I figured.
It's like a caravan stable.
Yeah, it's like a caravan station. So you could see, at least as you get closer, you could see areas inside the courtyard. Usually they were shaped for defensive purposes, like a U shape with a gate. And what would happen is caravans, as they would traverse the desert, would stop at these oases, these caravanserais, which would provide them safety. They were almost like oasis inns, but they were specifically targeted at caravan travelers rather than the lone traveler.
Yeah.
Although I don't think they would turn away a lone traveler, but it was more.
No, but it was
designed-
just generally.
There are fewer lone travelers though in the desert.
Right, in the-
Yeah,
in the deep
fewer
desert.
lone travelers in the desert.
Well, so imagine it as like sort of a deep desert truck stop.
Right.
Okay, that's I
Right? They would
figured.
have food and water and supplies and it would be but the biggest
There
thing.
may even be like a Wainwright there to repair. wagons.
Sure, absolutely. There would be repair people. But the biggest thing caravanserais did was they were secure, right? So in the deep desert, there were various groups of sort of
Marauders.
marauders, bandits, that
Animals.
kind of thing. That would prey on caravans, and caravanserais were sort of stationed where they would be they could provide a sense of security to those people.
I figured
They
it
were
was.
pretty for it.
I figured it was something along those lines, but I wanted to make sure because I
Don't assume, ask. Yep.
I'd never heard that word until tonight, so
You should be in Bob's campaign.
Does he say
we
shit,
were at a
never
car-
explained?
We were at a caravanserai.
Yeah,
and
which is
Chris-
weird that it's come up twice in the last week.
Yeah, because you never hear it, and then
No.
all of a sudden, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna go to a caravanserai.
Let's all go to the.
Let's go to a haunted one with Medusas and the Jinns.
Yeah, that was troublesome. All right, so as you get closer, you can see that this particular caravanserai does not look populated. There's no people, you can't see any caravans or anything in
It's
there.
abandoned.
It looks abandoned and it looks pretty debilitated. I mean, there's a fair amount of
You mean dilapidated?
dilapidated.
Neglect.
Yes, that's
Yep.
what I meant. There are cracks in the stone, sand and dust is sort of piled up against those areas. The gate is just sort of standing open on its hinges and it looks broken. So it's just sort of like all in it. That said, as you approach, you can see in certain areas there does seem to be light coming out. You're not sure where the light's coming from, but there does seem to be non-sun lights.
Ayla, would you mind going in first?
What sort of day does it appear to be?
It's daytime where you are, but the sun here is dimmer, and the weather is hotter. It's not as bright as the Galarian sun. So the light from inside some of these places, although diffuse, is visible. It's not obscured because of the ambient light.
Rude, I'd love to.
I'll follow behind.
So you're gonna walk closer?
Not super close. I imagine that Jex is probably gonna be like on Ellipse. Well, are you
I'm behind her.
gonna hop in
I'm behind him. No, I'm on the ground behind him.
All right, so then I'll follow you two.
You guys want to put yourself in an order or some sort
No.
on the board?
Rude's like, can I get in the harness?
No, not quite.
I'll be up near the front.
Do you want to be in front of me or like next to me?
Are you,
I'm like right behind Elam.
type character?
I'm kind of combat, yeah. It's just safer.
He's a
It's always safe to
bard.
put Elam in the front. For everyone's safety, it's safer to put Elam in the front.
I'm the most
For that
combating,
reason.
I'm the most combating person ever, except for Elam.
He's walking around with that belt of skulls that sounded like one of those xylophone skeletons. Seemed like there would be more xylophone skeletons in our world, you know. That and quicksand. We missed out on.
Brady, where do you want to go?
All right. So as you approach, you get closer and you encounter some flavor text.
Beth, do you want to be in the back?
The stone building.
We attack the flavor text.
I'm about to provide you with some flavored text. This stone building is the same pale tan color as the desert sand. And you look around, the sand seems to extend outward in every direction. You don't see any other buildings other than this, any other constructions at all. There's a single wide entrance, which would otherwise admit it's big enough for a wagon to get through. But it does have doors that shut, but those doors are open and sort of look to be broken, that kind of stuff. Beyond that, you do see what looks to be some sort of central courtyard. There's one portion of the building seems to be pretty much collapsed, and you can see the drifts of sand and tufts of like weeds growing out of the sand seem to indicate that this place is long abandoned. Very hot here too. Those of you who sweat,
All of us?
trying to think if there's anybody who wouldn't.
Oh, where's Dustwar? Oh, right, gone. Never mind. I knew we were missing someone, then it clicked. Oh, right, Dustwar's gone.
Kobolds sweat? Are they warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
No?
Pardon?
Kobolds are warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
Do they sweat?
Cold-blooded.
All right, so this heat appeals to you.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you're cool with it. Everybody else is sweating bullets. All right, you approach and you can see what looks to be on this side. You can see there's some doors. They do appear to be shut, but there's a door here, couple sets of double doors here before you get into the. This is the courtyard. These areas here would be places where either wagons would be parked or horses stabled, and they each have doors on them that can be shut. Because in many cases, these wagons would have been carrying wares, right? They would want those to be secure from other caravanserai denizens.
Can I?
Are the Y shapes open doors?
Open doors, yeah.
Can I make a knowledge check of some sort to kind of figure out where everything would be culturally speaking? Because I know that some places were, you know.
Sure, absolutely. Knowledge, caravanning. I don't know.
Knowledge. History?
Maybe.
Geography?
Yeah, that might work.
Okay. Yeah. Thank Christ. First good fucking roll, 35.
35,
That
okay.
20.
I don't think he likes me back then.
He's got a sense of humor.
What'd you say?
Not a good one, but
Yeah.
he has one.
I'm a vengeful one.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, we're talking Old Testament.
All right. So historically speaking,
I wasn't speaking.
That'd be the old one.
Okay. So generally speaking, there would have been a guard station somewhere near the gate. Typically, these places, especially since they were in the deserts, typically they would have some sort of bathhouse. It was usually in a central location near where the water would be. They would also typically have fountains in the central courtyard that would be there to feed the animals for a quick wash. Traveling in the desert can often be pretty gritty.
Yeah.
So often there would be areas, and you can see them from here. There would be areas that were for parking of the wagons and the horses. More often than not, there would be stables of some kind, and generally there might be some quarters or staterooms where people could stay, like at an inn. But those were actually kind of more rare because often the people who use these caravanserai would often stay with their own. Well, they would also have wagons that would serve oftentimes as their own sort of mobile quarters.
Yeah.
And they would often use that. So that it was rare that they would say it, but they did keep a couple of rooms for that sort of purpose.
So what I, from that, kind of get an idea of where each place would be. Like this would be the guard station.
Guard station would be close to the gate.
So it would be and we just walked through the gate.
Yeah, you're kind of like passing
so
through.
It'd be one of these two.
Yeah, there's nobody there. You know, typically the the sort of like rooms for rent would be upstairs if it was a second floor kind of thing. Administration, dining areas, bathhouses usually were in the back area.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's check the guard.
All right. So you're gonna try and pop open that door. Which door are you gonna look at?
I'm gonna go to the one that I'm closest to.
Okay.
Ela, would you mind standing in front of the door real quick?
Yup.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. The single.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm basically just gonna have Ela be my shield.
And stand in front of me.
And murder machine.
So.
No, it's not. It's kind for everyone.
It's better for that.
Yeah, it's better in general if Ela is in front.
All right. You open up this door, and it opens relatively easily, although it is pretty dilapidated and it sort of like squeaks on its hinges and that kind of stuff. So it's not, but it's not locked or anything. You just sort of force it open. Inside, you look inside, and you can see that the doorway, actually the door has two parts. Now they're connected, but it's like what they used to call a horse door or anything like that. They're locked together now, but you can see that you could open the top part only and leave the bottom part sort of shut.
The family's barn has that.
Yeah, sort of like, yeah. It's actually significantly cooler. Sorry. This one's beeping off like, you know, it was making me crazy.
Never seen this angry about technology before.
It's just, it should be counting its lucky stars that I did not throw it. All right, so actually the room inside is quite comfortable. There's no, there's not. There's another door towards the back.
Yeah.
There's just a little table and a door in the back that has a bar on it on your side. It's closed as well. There you go. Perfect.
I just realized that.
Head guard.
Yeah. I will go in.
Okay, check it out.
Yep. I'm gonna check out the other one.
All right, so you see a couple of tables and that are just sort of like sitting there. There's what looks to be probably some papers on the table, but they're so old and desiccated as you sort of look over them, you're like, man, those papers look like if I touch them, they just fly to dust.
Okay.
You do see what looks to be some sort of long curved sword, miraculously unrusted, leaning against a corner of the wall, sort of in the little curved area.
Like over here?
Yeah, like right in there.
Oh, sword is in the scimitar perhaps?
Kind of, or maybe a
Or
talwar.
Kopesh or, oh,
Not a
Talwar.
Kopesh, like a talwar. So it's not a continuous curve. Talwars are sort of have a straight part and then a curved part. It's got like that.
I'll go check that out.
Okay. You grab it and pick it up. He asked innocently.
Um,
Touch the sword. Touch it. Don't touch it.
I'm gonna detect magic.
All right. It radiates fairly powerful magic.
Can I read magic?
It doesn't have any. I mean, it's covered in like runes and things like that. But and you do see that it has a series of jewels in the handle.
Okay. Well, I know that detect magic lets me know the school of magic, doesn't it?
Yes, I suppose it would.
Hold on.
After
Jay,
a
I
couple
swear to
times.
God. I hear you over there. Oh, for multiple rounds, I can learn more and more. So I'm gonna just keep trying to detect as much
Okay.
of it as possible.
So
So by third, I would be able to
detect school of magic. So first round is just presence or absence. So what's second round?
Second round is number of different magical auras and the power of the most potent aura.
Okay.
Third round is the strength and location of each aura. If the items or creatures bearing the auras are in line of sight, you can make knowledge arcana checks to determine the school of magic involved in each. So by the third round, I would be able to make a knowledge
Right.
arcana check to figure out what it is.
Okay. It's the only thing magical in the room.
Yep.
It radiates pretty strong magic. And the school is
If the aura emanates from a magic item, you can attempt to identify its properties. See
Okay.
spellcraft.
cool. That's just a spellcraft. If you're using the detect magic, it radiates transmutation magic.
Ooh, interesting.
You want to try spellcraft check? See if you can determine what it is.
Absolutely.
Take it for a few test swings.
Ooh,
Maybe a test murder.
yeah.
Where do I
Save it
choose?
for a real murder.
Save it for the chickens.
Yeah.
Okay. I really wish I
So
had
you're
more
trying to
right
get
now.
my gut.
24.
It's not gonna work. 24. It is a +2 keen talwar.
Ooh.
Keenness improves your critical range.
Yes, it does.
Doubles it. That's right.
Plus
So for a talwar, let me check. What that would double it to.
are tall wars in this game?
Sure. They count as scimitars essentially.
Oh, okay.
They crit. So normally a scimitar would crit on an 18 to 20. So this doubles it. That makes it a 16 to 20.
15 to 20.
Scimitar or Tolwar?
Well, scimitar, it's essentially
Scimitar acts as a tall one.
Oh, crow. I think I might have something in here
18,
for you.
19, 20. That's
Actually-
3. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Sure,
20.
15 or better. Yep.
I think I have something here for you. Might be just what you're interested in.
If mechanically it acts as a scimitar?
It does.
Yes.
It does act as a scimitar.
Yeah.
Effectively. Just-
I'll pick it up and wait for Crow to come in here and
You don't
play
want it?
this.
Okay, I'll take it.
You're the last person that I'm giving
It's almost
this
as
to.
tall as you are.
Do you join me in this room?
Yeah. Although, in all honesty, given a round, my scimitar is +2 keen.
It is? Oh, well, shit. All right.
Seriously? It's the exact same?
I can draw from my Megas pool and make mine
Oh,
Fair, but this would just automatically be that, so you could use it for other things.
Yeah. I that, or either that or two people would have +2 keying weapons.
Fair, but I'm not really gonna use that. I don't think Andy's gonna
Well-
use it. Grady might, but
Might.
you're probably the best person to have it right out the gate. Plus, then you can use your mage's stuff for more
Other
things
things.
than that. So, I mean, if you wanna keep your sword, then we'll figure out something, but I feel like.
If no
Its
one
base
else
damage is
benefits
1
from
die
it,
6.
yeah, I can.
What, Libby?
I think so. Hold on a second.
I think it's 1 die 6.
Yeah, 1d6. Slashing.
And it's a ×2 multiplier or ×3 multiplier on crit.
×2 multiplier on the crit.
And crits on 15 to 20.
Yeah. But you also get the chart. You get opportunities to hit the chart.
Yeah. It's a 25% crit range or crit chance, essentially.
Between the two of you, because I don't think the rest of us really have any use for it.
You can leave it there.
You could also just leave it here. I'm sure that'll be a totally good use of our time.
And it's only of use here.
Yeah.
Right.
I
you take
mean-
it back.
Yeah. I'm glad that you emphasized that beforehand, so we didn't think, how do we find a way to take this with us?
So you're going to spend time wondering how you can violate all the rules of the Dreamlands.
Yes.
I think
It would
that's
be fun to try out.
While the two of you figure that out, I'm gonna go to the store.
okay. So there's a bar on this side of it.
All right.
Okay. The door opens outward.
Okay. Do I hear anything behind the door?
Give me perception.
20.
You don't hear anything back there.
All right. I'll open the door.
All right. The door opens, pull it open, and you can see there's a small room back there. It's got you don't see any creatures or anything in it. It's got what looks to be maybe a small straw covered bed, sort of a mattress lying on the ground. There's a bucket, and there is like a small 3-legged stool, which is broken, sort of lying on the ground near the bucket. There is scratches. The walls are stone, obviously, except the door's not, but the walls are. And there's like scratches and maybe illegible writing and stuff like that on the stone. It looks like maybe a cell.
Oh, interesting. All right. Is it illegible because it's like faded away, or is it illegible
Kind of.
because it's all right? I'll shut the door and lock it again.
Okay. A bar.
Uh,
It just doesn't have an actual lock on the door. It's just got a bar.
I'll move to these double doors then,
All right.
once they figure out what it is they're doing. Yep.
Will we check for anything?
If you want to check your traps anywhere, sure.
I look for traps
Okay. Where?
on the double doors.
Wherever traps are.
Okay.
Wherever trap. Yes, that's exactly
Look for
right.
traps wherever traps are.
16.
You don't see any traps on the doors. The doors look pretty beat up. They're closed, but again, there doesn't seem to be locks or anything on them. Your guess is that the people who lived and worked here relied on the stone walls and the locks on the gates to keep
As
bad
protection.
guys out. Once you were inside, there doesn't seem to be many locks.
Seems fine.
I'll come up in these doors.
Okay.
Maybe did you want the sword?
Like,
I think so. I'm doing some math in the back end,
All right.
but I do think I want to try it out just because of that critical threat range. I'm just looking at what blood rage and or enlarge person while using it would do for it.
Fair. Fair.
All right. You open these doors and you can see where a fair amount of the collapsed area has taken place. This is a crushed, the back wall of this room is crushed. And the rubble sort of spilling out. In the corner next there looks to be a cistern of some sort. It's basically a large sort of
Pool of water.
well, it would be pool of
Not
water.
pool,
It's empty
but
now.
like,
Yeah, but like a big, it's almost like a big cup of stone embedded in the ground. You don't think it's embedded, it's probably just sitting there, but yeah, it would have held water at some point. There are, it looks like the basin itself, which is enormous and made of stone, has been carved decoratively. It looks like mermaids or something like that. There are, it's carved with like leaves or seaweed, maybe. It looks like a aquatic or an ocean going motif. But again, the stone is old, the carvings are sort of worn down. I mean, you can tell what they probably used to be, and it was very substantially carved. Somebody spent a long time making this.
okay. Can I roll a knowledge? I wish it was like a knowledge culture check.
Knowledge, what now?
I wish it was like a knowledge culture check for like that. would make a lot
History
of
might
sense.
fit the bill.
Yeah, I'll do history on this to see what its purpose is. 25.
So this would have been like a, probably a fountain, or this would be the first water that people visiting would get to. Typically, these first fountains would have been used to clean up for like a lavatory. They would wash their hands and feet. They would wash their faces and hair before proceeding inward. They would have wanted to clean up before meeting the master of the caravans.
Yeah. I'll be saying this, I'll be saying all of this out loud to no one in particular, just anyone that's listening. And I'll enter further in to see if there's anything. I'll be detecting magic like the entire time.
You don't see anything magic in here, and the fountain or the basin itself is long dried out. The interesting thing here is this: typically caravanserais would have been placed either on or near an oasis, some sort of natural water source. Your guess is that this place is similar, but often they would have used fountains or stuff of this nature to capture water coming up. As you look into this basin, you don't see any sort of hole or piping or anything that would have automatically artesianed up a bunch of water and filled it. So your guess is that this would have had to been filled by servants with buckets.
Okay.
You don't see any buckets lying around, but there's also no water in there either.
So it could have dried up potentially.
Do we have a low level cleric that can create water?
We do.
Looks right at him.
I knew he was looking at me without even knowing. I cannot create water.
Okay,
Well,
Would you be able to talk to your god after
good
the
day.
rest? Yeah.
We can try. We'll see. Dustwar probably could. He's not
Alright.
here.
Jay and Heather, let me talk to you guys real quick for a second.
Oh, you went to the last one I said, or the day?
Who's gonna see me notice?
I was wondering how long.
If we just walk in and don't say anything.
Okay.
The second one amused me greatly.
It's the thought that counts.
Yep.
Yeah, good try. Appreciate the
Usually you do
effort.
better in your stealth rolls.
Yeah, you're real stealthy.
That's me.
When I think Don Uni, I think stealth.
I think more salty than stealthy, but that's just me.
Oh, man.
Hello,
Who?
Gato.
Oh, rare.
Cat. Cat the Cunningham.
I love Moro. Each time that I roll now, I'm like, God, I wish I could roll more. I wish I could roll a D8 or a D10 right now. It's the only thing I'm good at. Combat, I'm
But you use it a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
yeah. I mean, like,
one trick pony.
yeah. I mean, yeah, more or less. Eh, but
I've had lots of characters like that.
I mean, each person has their
Hotch
roles.
saving rogues falling from 200 feet.
That was
mean-
great.
Yeah.
Granted, we do have Zelda, who's like a 5-trick pony,
Yeah.
and then Arya's great at killing mages. Erin's good at chaos.
She was.
Hold on just a
She's
second.
dead.
Stay there for a second.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Celeste will be good at killing mages. And then, yes. And then, Halder is good at shooting things. So that took some time, but we got him there.
I
think-
Abomination vote for Sunday?
Yes,
Yes.
Beth, Abomination Vault this Sunday. Kevin, Abomination Vault this Sunday.
Play on it.
I'll try. I'll try to make it.
If anything, we could probably like put early.
Yeah.
We'll
You
make
will.
that. I mean,
Like it.
Okay.
if anything, I say that we can
bought
get
the
through those
latest
two
rule
things that
book.
we talked about and then
Uh,
see how much time that took.
where the
The
orders?
north and south.
Yes, yeah.
It's got.
Or at the very least, if those two don't
it
take so
actually
much
has the
time,
new two-way.
we can make our way to the goblin thing, so I can get a little more with.
What is it?
2E Mythic rules
Correct.
remastered.
Okay.
Given how my campaign, what it's going to be.
Yeah,
Call it
we
quick.
need to focus
Might not
on
be a bad idea.
your
Um,
Jay's
They also have the
romance
new
stuff, basically.
two-way.
Because yours is gonna be,
Because I'm already locked in.
Which
I'm
was
at high
really,
people
really
level.
neat.
yeah, yours is gonna be easy and then, yeah,
And we don't have to worry about
You know, like a-
Riley until
In.
we get the
Until,
whole.
like,
Abomination
second.
Vaults, if we
Really-
don't have
realistically,
a
second.
time,
Yeah.
And I might need.
Might change over to that.
Retire,
So just you two.
I'll let you rebuild.
Alright, sounds good.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I mean,
Could.
again, we can narrow it down. It's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
With,
Plus, if we go a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
and
then
a hot tiefling and a dragon blooded sorcerer.
might not be
think
able
of
to play
the kids.
There you go.
As
I know. I'm.
yes.
would you actually skip in the last-
I don't want to, but like I said, I think the group
Tomorrow,
would
I
be.
really wanna
We need a fighter.
go.
We need John to
I
come back.
mean,
Because if anything, I'd kind of like to.
It
move the
happens.
PlayStation.
And we need,
downstairs
and we
and
need
TV
to.
tonight, So that one of us can play
That ain't happening.
in the morning, up
Okay.
until.
I could, well,
I don't know,
like,
4.
listen
The
to
other
the
one
last
can
few
play
cannon
until, no,
fires.
until 6,
Yeah.
and then the other
And
person
they're
can play
like, you
until
know,
like 6 until midnight,
You know,
so that'd be 6
in
hours
boss
each.
fights, you know,
We could get it like
it feels like we have to roll a 14 to hit. Okay, you could flank. You could spend an action to flank, then it's
Yeah.
12 to hit.
we
You
can.
cast
I feel
blast.
bad because I do want to.
They did cast Bless, they did
Right.
flank
Same
last
time.
time.
You can still go,
You
so if you
could
want, you can.
aid.
PlayStation in the
Well,
morning,
And that
and I
could
can have
be
it that night if you wanna go to the one.
10 to 9 to
Party.
hit.
Well, the last time they were blessed
Well,
and
it's not really
flanked
parties, she's
and
kind
needed
of.
15 or
she's got,
better,
like,
to hit,
multiple
even
things
with
going
the.
on.
I know, but I thought one
So
of
is
those
this where
things.
everybody
They
is, or
had
do
to
you guys
really
all
do
go
that.
in the room?
I'm the only one in the room currently.
Um,
And
cause Lamonte's thing was
Buckles
like.
is a
lunch
charisma-based
and,
character.
Movie and then a party.
Brunch
Should
is done.
always be
I
intimidating.
know.
Movies at
Buckles the
1:30,
psychotic
and
clown.
then they're doing.
No, it's
She's doing like
a,
a dinner,
so,
and drinks,
Goblin psychic.
Goblin.
Yeah, I thought there was
Felt
one
like-
party,
yeah.
yeah.
maybe.
Alright, so you're the only one in the room right now. But yeah, I mean, you do
But, I
see,
mean, yeah, at the very least, we can put this stuff down.
if you're peeking in, you can see this easily. The
Oh.
rest of you sort of peeking in the room, you can
We're
see
peeking in.
that there's like tables, little low tables that might have held towels or what have you, or that kind of
Tables
stuff.
in low places.
You can see on the ground too, there's a little bit of like broken glass sort of ground into the stone of the floor, and very difficult. How are they feeling? Still bad?
You want to call it quits too soon? Okay,
Yeah, I don't feel like you have to wait till the last auditorium.
well, I mean, we're the ride
Oh, right.
back,
okay.
so we're.
we're gonna, call it quits soon.
Alright.
So-
Well, it's
10:30 now.
10:30. Do you guys want to stop here?
Are we about to get into something?
Potentially.
Okay,
Let's
then
stop.
let's.
Then yeah, let's stop now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Pretty bad. Then yeah. Then yeah.
All right, then let's stop now. Libby, did you get that?
I did.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. And
Did
then,
something trigger the migraine or just?
I don't know.
It's probably done.
They had a
Us.
migraine all